45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
I've never had lamb. I feel like I'm eating lamb. I'm eating Hootie and Baby back there. Are lambs from the same family as goats?
It's like their little cousin.
Yeah, so it's
But
fine.
I mean, are they fundamentally from the same species?
Yeah.
Species?
Is that a lamb or a ram?
Lamb. L-A-M-B.
I know. Is a lamb a ram? Is a ram a lamb? Hello?
Ram a lamb?
No. Which one are they?
Whoa, Black Betty. Ram, lamb.
Oh, Black Betty, ram, lamb.
Ram, lamb.
Wow.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Welcome. Let me, Macho Man has just made it easier and easier to get on the air.
I see
I
that.
used to have to hit all these buttons and stuff, and Macho just has it almost fully automated now. So thank you to the Macho Man. Thank you, Macho Man. All right, so a couple things got to talk to you, some general housekeeping. One, the merch crick is on our way to Krispy Kreme because we're going to do those donut, remember the Scooby-Doo Halloween donut willies that just came out, and Anna wanted me to do it as a food review, but I'm like, I think it would be better, to do it cumulatively live on the air. So we're going to do that today. Anna, will you splurge a little bit and eat a donut, or are you going to squish it between your little
I'll resist
dirty-
the urge to squish.
your dirty little
They're clean.
blank hands?
Blank.
Yeah, he wants to say something else, but it probably isn't good these days.
Exactly. Can't say that. Dirty little pumpkin. So anyway, the merch crick is on the way to the Krispy Kreme on West Shore, Lummy.
Nice.
Is it on West Shore or Kennedy?
Kennedy.
It's on Kennedy. On Kennedy to get us our Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'd like everybody to participate now. We're going to have a dozen of them.
Sweet.
Today, Anna, I need you to host an after show.
Okay.
With Lummy and Brat and Rat and Brat, Lummy and whoever else wants to be here, because I got to go to the urologist.
Okay.
Because I tell you, I'm turning in Lummy to a little bit of a pussy. I pride myself on being kind of a rugged dude. I can get through most stuff, and if I've tweaked my back, I'll work through it. I'm certainly not a hypochondriac.
No, you're not a paper tiger.
I think you would at least agree to that. Like, I'm not like an overly.
You have a high tolerance for pain.
Yeah, just
and being uncomfortable.
and sickness. Just whatever. So, yesterday after I passed this stone,
which was ridiculous,
I measured it, and it was based on how you measured it. But if you measured it, the longest that it was 8 millimeters, but more like 7 to 8 millimeters. This kidney stone that I passed yesterday. Well, all day yesterday, I just feel like my whole entire insides. By the way, the average. I don't know if it's your urethra or your ureter. One of them's pretty big, but one of them is really, really small. And I think it might be your ureter, which is the final plumbing that goes, from your bladder, from your kidney to your bladder, and then your bladder to your ween.
I think bladder to ween is urethra.
Okay. So the other one might be the ureter. which I think I don't know if a kidney stone has to travel. That would be a question for you guys to look up. That would be, does a kidney stone travel? Does it have more time in the ureter or urethra? Like, like which one's longer of the two?
The urethra is much wider than ureters, and kidney stones usually do not get stuck in the urethra.
Right. I knew one of them was a sail in the park, but one of them is a choked down willy.
I think the ureter is a choked down willy.
Right. And the statistics that the urologist told me yesterday on the phone was anything over 5 millimeters is problematic. Like it's between 3 and 4 millimeters. In
diameter.
Yeah,
that's what it says.
So
here.
when you're stuffing a 7 or 8 through there, it's literally tearing you. It's literally tearing you up on the inside. And I've had a lot of these, and I've had even one bigger than this. I've had an 11.
Really?
This is the second biggest.
Says stones usually larger than 7 millimeters rarely pass through without a surgical procedure.
Right. And so this one I just had was 7, borderline 8.
That's
and
wild.
my biggest ever was 11 that I passed through. Now, let me, back in the day, I get these about, maybe once every 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah,
I feel like you get them way more frequent than that.
No, I mean.
No, the last, because it's been a while since he had one. It's probably almost over a year.
Yeah, well, yeah.
With the last one.
So
less than 2.
Between 1 and 2, like let's call it 18 months. I get these.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're 3-4 millimeters, and this last one was a 7-8, and I've had an 11. So I maybe I was just a little tougher back then. But let me all of my insides just hurt.
Did you compare this new one to the last big one?
No, I can't find the 11. Oh. I cannot find it. Maybe I can find it. It was really flat, like a duckbill almost. It didn't have as many crystals on it. So it kind of like, I don't know. This last one had a bunch of spikes. Ooh. And listen, imagine
I felt it in my hand.
Imagine a small stone that has like sandburr qualities, like crystallization, spiny things. Like it's not a smooth rock.
It's like coral.
Yeah, it is. You're right. You're exactly right.
Like if a piece of coral broke off.
You're exactly right. Like a 7 millimeter piece of coral.
Calcified, crystallized coral.
Absolutely. That's the best. But kudos to you. Should give you the belt. But
please don't for that.
It's like the size of a kid's tooth, the thing you showed us yesterday.
So anyway, it goes through me. And yesterday I at 3:30, I just laid down and I was just hurting. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a cold. So I started hitting some antibiotics, and I feel like I was a little stuffed up, and I just feel run down. So I call the urologist, my buddy Dr. Mark. You remember Dr. Mark? He's over in Lakeland now at the Watson Clinic, and I'm like, Doc, I just passed a 7 to 8 millimeter stone, and it feels unlike any other stone I've ever had. It just feels like it tore me up on the inside, like I feel like I'm just tore up. Like like my back hurts and all my, like wherever this stone traveled, like down by my bladder, down by my crotch, down, let me all that crotch plumbing that you got.
Yeah, of course. A lot of it.
It all hurts. And so he's like, well, why don't you come in today? Meaning he said tomorrow, but means today. And we'll do a CT scan on you, and we'll see exactly how many you have in you. Because you'll like that. The other time I've only done a CT scan one other time, and they said, "Listen, you have 4 more in you. You have 4 more. One of them's pretty big. The other ones are pretty small." And so that was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Lummy, they told me I had 4. Now I've probably passed those 4, and my body's probably built 4 or 5 more. So I'm gonna go to the urologist today and get a CAT scan, and they're also gonna be able to tell me, Lummy, like, do they see any bleeding or like tearing of my ureter, so anyway,
does it hurt to pee?
No, it didn't hurt to pee. No, not really. It just hurts to live. it just hurts to be awake. I'm run down. I'm hurting. I feel like I have a cold coming on. I'm nothing. Listen, I wouldn't change going to Ronnie's wedding for any. Like, I really needed to be there. I really had a good time. I just wish I wouldn't have had a kidney, working on it. I wish my kidney stone wouldn't have been while I was in Vegas. That kind of put a damper on my Vegas trip, which kind of got me behind jet lag wise. And I still think I'm fighting off that a little bit. I think I'm still fighting off the Ronnie jet lag, kidney stone, potential cold, worn down deal. I mean, let's not forget, what was it, Tuesday, got off the show, had to go to the dentist.
Yep.
Then go right to football practice at 5:30. And, any little thing that throws off my schedule, just, I think the older you get and the more you set on your ways you become.
Oh, no doubt.
The more things can trip you up. Do you agree, Anna?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You become more set in your ways.
It's harder to go with the flow.
It is. Back when you were like 23 and they're like, Anna, I know it's 2 a.m, but listen, let's go to this after hours bottle club. It stays open till 7. We'll drop Molly and just blow up.
Bubba, I've slept in a bathtub before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, Anna, like, they can throw you the biggest curveball at 22.
Yeah, you don't
right
care.
now, if you were out, right, and somebody at 2:30 right now said, Anna, we're going to go to this bottle club, drop some Molly. We might get home, 8, 9 in the morning. That would so screw you up.
No doubt.
Yeah, be like,
I was actually just thinking about this today on my way into work, how when I used to think of like my perfect day, what that consisted of, even just like 5 years ago versus now, where it's like my perfect day. And I think back to like when I took like a quarter Xan and I slept 17 hours. And I'm like, that was the perfect day. It was amazing.
Well, and at just hold on. If we were just to fragment your perfect day and the time from your first day working here to now, and how your barometer of a perfect day has changed since just working here.
Completely on its head.
Right.
Completely
Back in the day,
different.
if you would have said, hey, you're gonna get a good night's sleep, you're gonna get up, do the show, then you're gonna go roll with a private lesson with Rob Kahn. And then, you'd be like, what? No, I'm not. I don't roll. I'm not an MMA bitch. I'm not that tough. That stuff looks way too. In fact, you were kind of a little scaredy cat back in the day. You used to go. You'd say,
back in the day,
I'm afraid of that. That might hurt. Lummy, that might hurt me. Yeah. That might hyperextend one of my arms.
But
now you're coming back with black eyes and stretched out arms and everything.
You don't understand that fear is still there every single day. Yeah. Every single day I get nervous when I have to drill or I have to roll or someone's taking me to the ground. Every day.
But every day that you overcome that, you now build resilience to it.
Absolutely.
And like,
I just become scared of different things. It just like the things that used to scare me don't, and now I just get scared of other stuff.
Like, for instance, if you were at brunch, 2.5, 3 years ago, and some bitch came up to your table and got all sassy and was trying to cause some problems and grabbed a hold of you, you would have been scared to death. Today's world, some bitch gets up in your face, grabs. I guarantee you're going to use some of that Rob Kahn stuff to reverse the heat and get full guard on that bitch and choke her out. I promise you, especially if it's a person who has zero training.
Absolutely, and if they're drunk, even better.
Oh yeah. They'll just hand you stuff.
Yeah.
You'll have them in half a guard or a full guard, and they'll just be handing you a wrist lock. They'll be handing you a Kimura. They'll be handing you a arm triangle. They'll be handing you. You might just go crazy and put every move on them just to.
Yeah. Oh, the best is obviously the choke because you can incapacitate them without really hurting them.
Can you imagine if you're such a badass that some bitch rolls up on you? And you get her in the choke, and you choke her out, and she's just about getting ready to go under, and then you let up. Say, okay, bitch. I could have tapped you. I could have put you TT9 but I'm gonna let you. Nope. Hold on. Let me put another one. And then you cinch it down and take her almost to the end again. And then you let her back. Be like, oh, bitch, we can do this all day.
I think it's the best just to have them go out.
Yeah.
Because then if they're awake, they're probably gonna be mad.
Who cares?
Well. It's probably not good if you let them go and they turn around and punch you in the face.
Let me give him like 2 or 3 pro wrestling false finishes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Give her 2 or 3 false finishers, then give her the good news on the 3rd choke out.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, I got choked out twice. And then she finally put the final one on me on 3. Really makes you feel like a pussy. Anyway, Anna.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
So anyway, I've turned into a paper tiger where now I'm like my insides hurt, and I coaching football this past Tuesday threw me off my schedule. Getting in at 1:00 on Sunday morning threw off my schedule. Having had a 7 to 8 millimeter kidney stone that I've been Listen, Lemmy, don't forget I got it last one. It first appeared pain-wise last Wednesday, so it took a week for it. I've been fighting this mother effer for a week, and you can feel it down there, wiggling its way through your ureter. And the more water you drink, you can feel it move a little bit, and it's just Have you seen those massagers that look like drills, kinda? They're black, Lummy.
Yeah.
My Tara got me one of those.
The Theragun kind of deal?
Yeah. And they have different attachments to it. I took my Theragun Sunday and was laying on the recliner, Lummy, and was trying to Theragun my ureter, like trying to work
Move it along.
Yeah, or bust it up or something.
Oh my!
And so I'm in there with no pants on.
Do you have undies?
Yeah, I had undies, but I had undies, and I had my waistband turned down because it's right there. Like, I think the final countdown is right there, right at your pubic bone. Comes in. Now you have kidneys on both sides, so it comes in from one of the sides. In this case, I got this thing started in my right kidney. You can feel which kidney it comes from. So then, Lummy, you got plumbing on your right and plumbing on your left. Well, the plumbing on my left didn't hurt. I didn't have anything in there. The plumbing on my right hurt. Oh. So I took that hammer, whatever was it called?
Theragun.
Theragun, and I was trying to Theragun. If somebody, thank God it was just me in the merge quick thing. Somebody would have walked in on me, be like, "Man, what are you doing, buddy? Stop!" Did you see that article on us where that guy was making love to a stuffed animal?
What?
Yeah. But here's the thing, and I'm not really.
And it wasn't in Florida.
No, it wasn't. It was like in Missouri or something.
It was Arkansas.
But here's the thing. Okay, now this is not. Here it is. This is not normal. Like.
What?
This. You are definitely a weirdo if you are having sex with a stuffed bear. Yes, you are. You are. You really are. But if the cop can't see your penis because you got it buried in the inside of the teddy bear, and as he walks, and if the cop walked up and looked at your crotch, and Lummy, you had the bear completely, covering everything, then what crime did I commit? Is it a crime just to have your pants down to your ankles, making love to a teddy bear? Is that illegal?
I think there was a warrant out for his arrest for drugs.
Oh, because the guy inside maybe was that trisetting?
Huh?
Because the guy inside may be tristing. Can you see the article?
Yeah.
What's trysting? Tristing?
Tristing?
Is that the same
tryst
as...
is like the sexual rendezvous sort of thing.
Man, for Arkansas, that was some pretty... you got to think that 99.5% of the people who read your newspaper probably in Arkansas don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
You might want to say the guy that was having full-blown sex with a stuffed animal. An Arkansas cop last Sunday morning spotted a suspicious car parked outside of the commercial storage facility that had been broken into 16 times in the last 36 months. So this place is getting broken into all the time, the storage unit deal. And this guy's sitting outside the storage unit with a teddy bear, blasting a teddy bear sexually. A sheriff's deputy noted that the vehicle in question was seen rocking. Man,
how crazy are you getting on the teddy bear?
Like I'm getting ready to say, man. I can have sex with a human being, and you don't have to really rock that much. You can just get a nice little grind on, right?
Yeah.
Man, let alone a 7-ounce teddy bear just going to town on it, weirdo. When the cop looked inside the auto, he spotted Theodore Morganovan having sex with a stuffed animal. Morganovan, a divorced father of 3, lives about a mile away from the storage facility. Since Morganovan is on probation, cops were able to search him in his auto without any need for a warrant.
I guess he was on probation, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're on probation, just
you don't have meth on you.
If you're on probation, you might want to, like, when you're driving around, because it just seems as though, like, the people that are on probation, they just have the worst luck, like a headlight out or like something.
Having sex with a stuffed animal.
So if you're
Which isn't even bad, but just do it in your home.
If you're on paper, that's what they call probation. If you're on paper, Lummy, man, the hell that came from? You need to be chili dog, man. You need to hang at home and not cause no problems.
Well,
and when you drive, don't have any meth or syringes on you or weed pipes. Since Morganovan is on probation, cops were able to search his auto without any further warrant. According to the probable cause affidavit, the search turned up a methamphetamine, a syringe, and 2 marijuana pipes. Idiot.
Maybe he lives in the storage unit.
People do that?
Oh yeah. When I had a couple storage units, people go in there. They got the electric ones, and they usually go there after it closes, and they live in there. Richard from the Howard Stern Show lived in one in Orlando for like a year or 6 months.
He did?
Yeah, he'd play his drums in there, and he lived in a storage unit.
And what, do you just like have a bed in there?
Yeah, and like a fan,
and a fan,
like a portable AC. Yeah. And then
does the storage units allow it, or are they trying to get you out of there?
Some allow it, but they say they don't allow it. But I think they charge people a little bit more because they have those indoor ones too now.
What do you mean?
Like they're a little nicer. They're indoor. They have AC.
You could just you could literally come up with storage unit housing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but the only thing about it is I don't think that maybe the city would go for that. Like, I don't think you could get it permitted and listed as get your certificate of occupancy. Because when you start a new business, Lummy, you got to get your COP, your certificate of occupancy.
Yep.
And it basically you've registered with the city or the county what you are. Like, you're selling tires or working on cars or doing radio or running a pizza empire. Like, where, right?
Pizzagate.
Yeah. Man, Tom Bean's running a modern-day pizza empire over there. Did you know they got like 100 stores?
Jeez.
Did you know that?
No.
Tom Bean has 100 Domino's.
Does he eat Domino's? Does he get high on his own supply?
No.
He doesn't.
And you know what he does, too?
What?
So the Domino's up by his house where he lives, he owns it, okay? Because, there's more than 100
Which
around.
house?
Well, the house in North Tampa.
Okay.
The house here, not his LJ Georgia house or his
condo.
$4.2 million condo.
Yeah, got it.
But the Domino's by his house, it's his store. He owns it. Mm-hmm. Him and his buddy Steve, they're all partners
Ian's
together.
dad?
Yeah, Ian's dad.
Okay.
Yeah. So they own 100 Domino's.
Right.
When Tom Bean calls his own store, he pays.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, I would be like, first of all, this is Bubba. So putting you on notice on that one. So you don't ass up or don't, you better have my stuff right. Hey, hello, Domino's. Hey, this is Bubba, the owner. Oh, yeah, Bubba. Listen, I got a pretty big order coming in, so I'm going to have Lummy come pick it up, okay? Do not charge him $1, please. And, walk it out to his truck, poor guy. That'd be just a complete dick about it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Ah, not Tom. Tom calls in like just right. Yeah, this is Tom Bean. Oh, hello, Tom. Yeah, I'll take this and that and this and that. It's going to be $42.95. Okay, I'll give you my credit card. I would never pay for nothing in my own place,
well,
ever.
It's a good precedent if you don't want your employees to do the same thing,
I mean, true.
Not that they don't,
I guess when the employee goes, well, hey, I'm thinking about, maybe ripping off a pizza.
Well, the owner
and
doesn't
like,
even get free stuff, so.
The owner, he pays for his.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's the owner.
Lead by example. That's the way to do it.
Lummy, I need.
No.
Lummy.
Yeah.
I need everybody to go to YouTube and type in The Skinny with Rico and Ken, The Skinny. As soon as you start writing, as soon as you go into YouTube and you hit the search and you hit The Skinny, it comes right up. And that is where my episode part one of my 2-part podcast that I did with Rico and Ken. And Lummy, they say it's doing super good. It's only been up 2 days. It's got 2,300 views. Now Tony Stewart has the again. The podcast is about racing, but they just put me in there because one, I'm funny.
You won a racetrack.
You were a racer.
One, I did race.
Chili.
Wasn't that good?
What is it called? Chili Bowl?
Oh, well, Anna, I did win the the sprint car track championship.
Oh, that you did.
In 2000, Jacksonville Speedway Park.
Who could forget?
Yeah.
I did.
So I am a little bit of a racer, but more importantly, I own a racetrack. I'm a promoter and I own a racetrack. That in itself.
And you know a lot about racing.
Yeah. So they had me on. This was when I was in Indiana, Lummy. They taped it. Well, they produced it and dropped the first one Sunday night on MAV TV at 9 p.m. Now, that's when the second half is going to drop, too, this Sunday at 9 o'clock. Now, also go to the YouTube channel and watch my show. Now, Lummy, Tony Stewart has the greatest of all time.
Yes.
18,000 views. But that was 10 months ago. I have 2,300 views, and that was 2 days ago. I'm tied with Donnie Schatz, who they did 10 months ago. He's got 2,300. And I'm tied with Rico Abreu, who's, well, I'm a little bit behind him. He's got 2.6, and he did his 10 months ago. So, Lummy, if I could get the Bubba Army to go out and watch this, to get up my views, I want to be the all-time greatest.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I want to be the biggest star. I want them to go. I want the average person to say, hold on. So the Skinny podcast is all about racing. I see an episode about Tony Stewart, Rico Abreu, Donnie Schatz, Mario Andretti, Scott Dixon, Ron Capps, Cole Custer, Chase Elliott, like some Matt Hagan, some really Cruz Pedregon, like Lummy, like some really big Levi Jones, Al Unser, huge franchises in the racing business. And guess who has the most? Some radio guy, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Nice.
He's the biggest star of all. Right? I mean, wouldn't they say, well, Bubba must be a bigger star than Tony if
he can get on the racing.
Yeah, Bubba ain't a racer. He's too fat.
John Cosecca, $100 on the Venmo.
Oh, John Costecca, my little Valpo.
That was overnight, and then also
that was
Average Joe, $300 Venmo.
Woo!
Toot toot.
Hong Kong.
The merch crick said, Chandra, the general manager, checked me out. She was so nice. She even gave me free glazed, and I gave her a Bubba Army QR code to listen. She remembers you when you did a review before. Oh, remember? I think
We did the mini donuts.
Well, I think though they also put the Bubba Army sticker on their drive-thru for about a week.
They did.
Yeah, I think you went back to see if it was there, and it was.
And then
for a week, it took about 2 weeks. It was gone.
And then Rhett and I took the smart card there last year, and they remembered us.
So
we
anyway,
got the donuts.
So anyway, Bubba Army, please go to YouTube, type in the Skinny, and watch my episode. Listen, I think you're gonna like it. I talk about stuff. I talk about mostly radio stuff. I think it's a pretty good podcast, Lummy. Like it's not, it's kind of.
It was well done. I mean,
I don't know that I gave any exclusive information on that. I think I got it. I've talked about the hip hugger before on regular radio, have I not?
Yes, you have.
The hip hugger in Kokomo.
Yep.
My first strip club.
Yep.
That I fell in love with this chick who worked me for $94.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
It's the first time I've ever been into a strip club, and all I had was $94 to make it back to Warsaw.
And you gave it all to her.
And I rolled in here. It's called the Hip Hugger. It's a real shady, seedy place in Kokomo, Indiana. And I roll up in there. I've never been to a strip club before. We don't have strip clubs in Warsaw, Indiana. I don't know how these bitches work.
And she worked you.
And so, like when a girl in Warsaw, Indiana tells you she likes you, she really likes you.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, when, Rhonda from the Hip Hugger, Night Shift Jones, she tells you she likes you, she's trying to drain every dollar out of you.
And she did.
Like those Janessa Brazil accounts on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. So she's like, I really like you, Bubba. and how often do you make it back to Kokomo? I was like, well, not that much, My mom and dad live in Warsaw, just like on holidays and stuff. But she's like, well, would you, like if you and I like started, liking each other, would you come back to Kokomo like on the weekends or something? Yeah, hell yeah, you got your own place and everything, what I'm saying,
She's grabbing your arms. And
and then she takes me. She's like, oh, you're so strong. Look at you. And then they start rubbing your wiener. And that's when it starts going south real fast for us fellas.
Well, let me see what I got more.
They start rubbing. Like the first thing they do with your ween is they put like they're giving you a lap dance, and they put their knee right on your ween, and then that gets you like, oh, what's going on here? Next thing you know, Lummy, as well as I do, as most men, that a lot of times your ween will start thinking for you.
Sure does.
Like you just really can't. You can't. Listen, I know you men feel for me out there. We've all done it once or 100 times, and that is our ween takes over. Like it just makes all the decisions from this point forward. When you get to that point of your ween taking over, it's over. You are pathetic. And then as soon as your ween parties, then you have ween remorse. You're like, what in the hell did I just do? I don't have any more money to get back home. My mom was expecting me at 8 o'clock. It's now midnight. I got an hour to go home. Now, back then, they didn't have cell phones. This is literally, Lummy, 1984, not 1985.
Yeah.
They didn't have cell phones. So my mom's up worried sick. She knew I was supposed to be home at 8 o'clock. I get home at 1 with glue in my pants because the ween.
The ween went
She's
all the
like,
way.
what's going on? Why are you so late? I'm so worried. I'm like, well, my friend, his dad has completely lied. My friend's dad owns a nightclub in Kokomo, and Mom, I never been, so he took. She's like, well, what kind of nightclub is this? Like a dancing kind of place? Like
someone was dancing.
It's a dance club.
It's like, well, it's kind of like like a gentleman's club. Oh, you went to one of those? Are you kidding me? I'm like, no, I'm not. And I met this girl, and she gave me her phone number, and she likes me. And my mom's like, you are so stupid. She goes, what? Right now, just right now. Call that number right now. Call it right now. It's 1:15 in the morning, okay? I'm just trying to go and take a shower, get the glue out, and go to bed. Okay? Sorry, I'm late. I'm sorry. I've never experienced anything like this, Mom, before. This is a mountain that I'm
You just conquered.
Yeah, that I just conquered. So she's like, call that number right now. Call it right now. It was a 317 number. I can remember like it was nothing. No, I'm sorry. It was an 812 number. And I call it. Dee dee dee. The number you have called is not in service. Just a complete false number. So then I'm like, I can't believe she did that to me. Oh my God. So instead of going back, it was Thanksgiving. So I got in at Wednesday night, Lummy, like at 1, and I was going to stay till like Sunday morning and leave. It was like a 4-hour drive to Terre Haute. So I was going to leave like Sunday morning at 8, get back to the campus at noon.
Yeah.
School starts on Monday. So I instead told my mom I had to get back to Terre Haute for something on Saturday night because
gotta go study.
I made something up. I'm like, Mom, somebody such and such is there's a birthday or something, and they're having a kind of a get together Saturday night in Terre Haute, and I need to get back to Terre Haute on Saturday night. She's like, okay, well, that really sucks. Because we were going to go out and see Aunt Shelby and Uncle Jerry, all of our family on Saturday night. Like, I want to go see all those people.
On a Saturday night, you're in college.
When I could have, Rhonda from the Hip Hugger giving me the full knee action.
Were you thinking that maybe she just accidentally gave you a wrong number?
Exactly. So I go there. I'm not going to Terre Haute. I'm going right to the Hip Hugger as fast as I can. And I had to borrow $20 from my stepdad because I didn't have any more money. But Eddie was the best. God bless you, Jeff. I love you. I went right up to him. I said, hey, Jeff, can I borrow $20? Because he's like, sure you can. No problem. Just don't let your mom know because she'll flip out. I know. Thank you so much. He's like, I got you. He was my man. One time my mom found steroids in my car and these needles. I don't think I've ever told that story, have I, Lummy?
I think you have.
Oh, yeah.
She thought, sorry, I'll let you tell it.
No, she just, I was doing some steroids. She thought I was a full-blown heroin addict.
Yeah, she thought you were on like the hard stuff.
She thought I was on smack.
She said she was crying.
She thought I was, tying off my arm with a tourniquet and shooting up, full-blown, Chinese tar heroin. She didn't know I was just trying to get my testosterone and DECA on. That's it. Yeah. So even when my mom found my steroids and told me I had to immediately leave her home, I am not going to allow this in my home. I think we need to get you help. I am embarrassed. Where did we go wrong? You're a drug addict. I cannot believe I've never known anybody who's not on drugs to have. Why would you need syringes? Like, that's like, my mom thought that, syringes officially made it official. Like, if you had a syringe, whether you were shooting insulin or DECA, my mom instantaneously thought that you were in the gutter with a needle in your arm and you were heroin Willie. She's like, I just don't know what to do. We need to maybe get you some help, or, what is it that you're on? I'm like, Mom, it's Decadurabolin and testosterone, okay? These are like steroids. They make you stronger and bigger. I'm not on heroin, Mom. Oh, I just don't know. You could say so. I don't even know how to check this. She said she's going to call the police and have them check it out. And I go, no, Mom, don't call the cops. And she's like, but I could call the police and they could come down here and at least tell me what this is. And I go, yeah, and get me for possession. Yeah. Don't you know, Mom, that steroids, this is what really flipped her out. Mom, steroids are illegal. Oh, well then, they're illegal. So for a minute, I thought maybe they were medicine, and then you needed them. But they're illegal? They're illegal? Yeah, they're illegal. So my stepdad jumps in and says, Bubba, I just think it's probably time that you go on and get back to Terre Haute. We can work this out, at a different time. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Get the hell out of here. Mom thinks I'm shooting up with heroin. Let's call the cops. You know how fast the cops would come out there and say, Bubba, put your hands behind your back for possession of steroids?
Oh, geez.
Back in 84, 85, man, steroids were really, like nowadays, man, I mean, whatever. A guy's got a little DECA, a guy's got a little, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as he's not moving big quantities of it, and the guy's just jacked up on the deal, they're not going to mess with you.
No.
But back in the day, man, steroids were on their hot button. They're really trying to throw the book at you if you got caught with steroids. So anyway,
some of the cops are not even on steroids now. They probably just
some of the cops be like, "Hey, buddy, I know there's no way you're that big natural. I know you're on some Dynamo. I know you're on something, kid. Don't hate.
Give me a break.
Just trying to get I'm trying to get my chest as big as yours, officer.
Start putting
them over. Yeah, officer. Listen, I gotta have this stuff. Look at those forearms of yours, the striations. Like, my Lord, I can't see your calves, but it looks like your material is screaming right now behind those. Hey, Jesus, God, you're the man, buddy." I don't think cops are always really into themselves too. They would not write you a ticket.
Not at all.
Oh, man, how my delts look. Hey, man, your delts look great.
You want to go meet me at the gym? I'll show you what to do.
Yeah, hey, I tell you what, cop. Why not you not arrest me on my steroids and start selling me what you're taking? Hello.
Morning, Bubba. It's Farva. Morning, Anna.
Listen, I did get a complaint letter about you yesterday, Farva. Listen, last thing we want to hear is Farva taking big, deep breaths, this. So we just don't. No. You stop. I know we're at 37.
Okay.
Farva, we got to get going. But I don't want you to be mad at me, but we're just going to make your Farva check-ins a little bit quicker.
Yep.
Say, hey, it's Farva. I'm on my 5th mile. I love Anna. Because that's, at the end of the day, all you care about.
Right. I just wanted to say how awesome your mom and Jeff were. I got a chance to have lunch with them up here in Minneapolis. Amazing people.
Oh, they you know what? As my trials and tribulations of being raised by them is so funny. Just some of the things I put them through, and they're just such good people. But so Farva, from now on, because I know that you're in love with Anna, you're like Anna's #1 fan. You and Joe the Supermark, great company. So anyway, I want to be like, hey Bubba, it's Farva. I'm on my fourth mile, and I want to say I want to profess my love for the great Anna.
Oh, I'm in love with my wife, but I truly enjoy Anna's.
And then, so then let's say this. Let's say this. Anna is my favorite person on the show.
She is.
There you go. Aww. Thanks, Farva.
We deviated from the norm, and look what came of it.
You have some issues, kid.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Donuts. So we'll put them right here, and I'll show them on camera. Okay, Anna, and then I'll hand them out. Or
I sent Mommy a picture too.
Yeah, I sent it to.
that's okay. Okay. Let me. Have you carried to pull those up yet?
No, I was gonna do that between breaks.
I sent you a.
I can do it right now.
Yeah. Can you do it now?
I can help you. Bubba, do you have
It's just one box. I can get it.
What?
a second hallway?
Yeah. Oh, we got milk and everything. What the fuck?
You needed more.
Full experience.
What?
I guess you put some fucking milk.
About it.
We got milk in there.
Thanks, Clip, Joel. Morning.
Ah, Joe, your second was favorite. God, you're so strong. You know how hard you brought this.
Morning, everyone. Today was rough. And, morning, Jay Gator. I got vitamin.
I might change them when I put them on Facebook.
Yeah, that's no problem at all.
Okay. Thanks, bud. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Will you make me go? Will you make me go? Will you allow me to make your in?
Can you what? Your hair looks very pretty.
Does it? I feel like it does.
I said it looks pretty, bitch. Now go piss.
Thank you. It's just really.
Just the exchanges we have around here, right?
Yeah.
I said it looks pretty, bitch. Now go piss.
Go piss.
Hurry! Don't sit there and do neck exercises, bitch. About to get mines.
My neck, my back.
My pussy and my crap.
That's what's up. No.
Something like the frog.
Dude, where's Babyface? What?
This was his scheduled.
I thought it was for November, he said.
No, it was today.
Oh.
I got my calendar right here. Bitch, about to get motherfucking minds.
It is probably
Let me show you. I'm gonna fucking tell you right now, bitch. It says Babyface, October 5th, 12th, 19th, no Brian, 26th, Brian. Then for September, Brian, every one of them except for the 23rd, and we're off the 23rd.
You mean November?
Thanksgiving.
You said September.
And then he's available on the 7th, but not the 14th.
He sent you an article about the largest kidney stone ever.
Oh,
That shit was
you're gonna
great.
make me. It's gonna make me feel like a real pussy.
Well, he didn't pass it. It was surgically removed.
Is that the Indian guy?
Sri Lankan, but yeah.
This guy's playing hardball.
Human misery has never sounded so good.
My life is over and I'm gonna wind up working at Red Lobster.
We're back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
The polos, the Brian Matroni inspired polos that Lummy, we quite frankly just sold out of at an alarming rate. They ordered 100. I'm like, there's no way we're gonna sell 100. Blew out 100 in about 3 days.
Nice.
So we ordered another 100. So the Bubba Army Brian Matroni inspired, a little bit nicer of a shirt and polo, Willie, that you could wear, like, out to dinner or something like that, and not look like a degenerate because you're wearing a t-shirt. Upper crust, if you will. Lummy, we also have, I think, the high vis and the blankets.
Oh, sweet.
They're supposed to be coming. Remember we were going to do the polyester sweatshirts? They got like lost in the mail or something. The merch cricks and they were out $2,200, and it's just like it's a nightmare. But we're supposed to be getting those here soon. Today, the Brett Favre. I don't even know that I even really promoted it much, but I had a really good Past Packers podcast with Tony Mandrich and Brett Favre on Monday, and we're going to I think release it today.
How is it having?
It's the best one you've done so far in the Past Packers podcast.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I've only had 2.
How is it? How is it having like Brett Favre as like a friend? It's not. I feel like you guys are almost on even footing now. Where it's
we're not.
We're just hanging out, just the boys.
But we're not. I'm not there.
Favre.
I'm not there yet, but I will get there.
Oh, if you
still mark out to him.
Like Tony, for instance, I honed in on Tony to be his friend.
Yeah.
And by I'm after about a month of texting with him, and I called him a few times, and we bullcrapped. We're like friends now.
Is he gonna come to Barb or what?
I think he might. I think he might.
Yeah, listen, after about 10 minutes of you talking to Favre, I thought you guys were best buds.
We're going to be best buds. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
It just shows you my star power. God, look at some of the famous people that I have as my friend. Genuinely my friend. My Lord.
Is this Jonathan Morris?
This is Jonathan Morris.
Listen, listen to me. I want you to listen to me.
Far man.
I want you to listen to me. I love you. I love you more than anything in the world. I want to help you in every way, shape, and form that I can. I want to give out your number. I want you to sell 25 boxes of steaks. I admire you as a man. You're a true man. You get up every morning and you bust your ass and you put on your jeans and you put on your roper boots and you're out there just, killing, just raising cattle and farming and lifting. You're a man's man. But Jonathan, we've got to get you a little bit more better technology-wise because I'm not kidding you, I probably got 15 emails from people that tried to call the number and the answering machine was full. So that's 15 people that wanted to buy one of your boxes, but you don't have the technology to be able to process it, buddy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm calling this for 2 reasons. One, to say thank you to the 27 people that purchased, and all their boxes are in the mail. They should be getting them today or tomorrow. And for the other people, and I know this sounds stupid, and maybe you can help me. All right.
Well, I mean, I can usually help people at stupid stuff. Yes, I'm pretty good at that.
Well, that's why, and I know this sounds very juvenile, but that's why I tell people if you can text instead of call, because I don't have the ability right now to have that many people in the store and the voicemails. I hate.
So you're saying, don't call this number, text it, and then my people, my daughter, after she does her full day work at the store and sweeps the porch and goes out the back and kills two coyotes and all the other things that she does as your daughter, she'll then start calling these guys back and trying to process the deal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, listen, Alyssa, my daughter Alyssa don't try nothing. She is damn up going to be tight. If you text the store, Alyssa now, starting last week, that store does not leave her. That phone does not leave her. If you text her, everybody, all 27 people that text, she called them back. She ran their card. Some people picked up in the store. Some people we shipped to. Alyssa handles business.
All right. So, Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
Let's just say, if anybody's interested, and by the way, it is absolutely the best family farm beef I've ever had. It is from their hamburgers to their
from the windows to the wall
to their ribeyes. Yeah. From the windows to the wall. Now, Jonathan, what is that number, my friend? And I hope, Jonathan, that you understand how valuable this is. Like, I'm really doing this as a friend for you, buddy.
Oh, yes, sir. Listen, that's why I'm calling to say thank you.
Publicly. I mean, I just don't do this for anybody. This is a major value. It costs you nothing.
Listen, when I met you, I was told you cannot penetrate Bubba. Bubba's an iron curtain.
You've penetrated me, my friend. True. Hurts.
Don't do it again.
I never.
Let's get that. What's that number? What's that number, Jonathan?
Yes, sir. 407.
All right, 402. 402.
5686.
5686. So people would text maybe like their number. Hey, it's Jim. I'm interested in a box. Text me back.
Believe it or not, because of today's technology, they don't have to add the number. The number's already on the screen.
Right. Okay. So they just text.
Do you have an email?
All they have to text is meat box, Bubba Army, or just text Bubba Army, and Alyssa knows to call them back. And she has a separate list.
So while you text,
my daughter's already made a list for the Bubba Army people.
Text Bubba Army to 407-402-5686 and help this local farmer out. Listen, this is unheard of for a nationally syndicated show to take an old farmer like this underneath his wing and try to help this guy out. But I really, really like this guy. He's a stud. He's a man's man. And if I can help his business out a little bit, God dang it, I'm going to do it.
And I just want to say, I don't know who texted me from your operation. The last text I got before my phone crashed was, "Hey, bud, did you get any orders from the show?" And then my phone went completely black, and I had to get a new.
That was me. I texted you and said, "Hey, yeah."
Okay. Well, yes, I couldn't respond to you. Literally, I'm on a phone that on the back of it says AT&T SIM crap on it because they had to give me a loaner phone. Apparently, I did my insurance.
Yes, John. We know that you're just a step above a styrofoam cup and paper and a string with regards to your cellular technology. So, people are going to try to. We're going to try to get through. We're going to try to get through this together. People that are interested in getting some of the best steak, and it's a family-owned farm. I don't know how many years, ran by this guy. He raises his own cows. It's nothing's outsourced. Text Bubba Army to 407-402-5686. His name's Jonathan Morris. He's a really good friend of mine. We love this guy.
And then I really want to know, Monday I got to run cows down in South Florida. But what about Tuesday and Wednesday if I shot over there? I got to get honest and vegetables and do a little something with you and get you a steak box.
Well, we'll figure it out. I'll have Lummy call you, okay?
Yeah, please. I want to come over and see y'all. Thank y'all. Hook you up. You pay homage to the king, my man.
All right. Well, now listen. If you come over, as long as it's just kind of a drop and go, and maybe like sit in for one break, that would be good. But I don't want you sitting in here for like the entire show or nothing like that.
I don't want to be there for the entire show. I got
great answer.
Got things to do.
Like, like maybe like a
You got cows to milk.
drop off, and then we'll have you on for one break just to recognize that you're here and a quick little promotion. Then you're out the door.
Yes, sir. You tell me the time, and I'll be there.
Perfect. We'll have Lummy work on that for you. Okay, buddy?
I'll send you a text.
All right.
Thank you, Jonathan Morris. Love you, buddy. Like this, it's unheard of for just a major show to take a local farmer underneath his wing and give him free advertising. You can't even put a value on that.
Nope.
But more importantly, help the guy out, man. This guy is just a regular dude, wakes up, owns his own farm, has about, at any one time, has between, 100 to 200 head of cattle. He manages that, and then I think he grows his own corn. He has a plot of land, I think maybe 5 or 10 acres, that he grows his own corn to feed his specific animals. So he's kind of like all in, like the food that they eat is the corn that he grows. So it's not like he's not buying genetic enhanced, like
GMO.
A lot of these beef manufacturers, they'll load the cows up on food that does not equate to them being as healthy as they could be.
Nope.
They feed them corn so they get fat instead of grass, which they eat naturally.
Yeah, but it's all like you feed them grass for like the first. There's an equation, and then the
They're
last.
just always supposed to eat grass.
No, I think they eat grass early on, and then they switch them over to corn
to get them fat.
To get them fat, I think that's kind of how you do it. So anyway, Anna has sent me the world's largest kidney stone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They didn't take.
No, it was surgically removed. Yeah.
Oh,
but I just.
What's that?
Oh, this is how he gets those other stuff.
Hold on.
Clickbait.
Who's that? That's clickbait.
That sure is.
Who is it?
These are all people that are going to.
That's
Kate Upton.
Kate Upton. Thank you.
How about this one? Not this one. This is Irina Shank.
Yeah, we talked about
Tom
her.
Brady's girl.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
Oh, really?
Bradley Cooper's ex, Kim
Kardashian. She's really all natural. She's really ran through them, hadn't she?
I feel like she really put Ozempic on the map.
Ooh, who's this?
I don't know. Wait, go up. That's Miranda Kerr, Aussie model.
Oh, okay.
Was married to Orlando Bloom. It's sad. I know this. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that? Is that Gwen Stefani? Rita Ora. Rita Ora.
She's a singer.
Tell us about her. Give us the 4-1. Wow, I like how that dress kind of hangs on me. Let those natural silky milkies just kind of hang out. I like real nice hangers.
She's
nice.
Albanian. I know she's from the UK, but
Amber Rose.
she's gross.
What? No, Anna.
I
don't think you can say that.
No. She's like nasty, is what I meant. She's like pretty, but she's nasty. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not really.
Okay, she's a dirty birdie.
McDonald's. Before I go into words, we have to do our Scooby Doo.
Sure do.
You want to go to break and come back with
Zoinks.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to break, come back with it. Also, Lummy, McDonald's makes major change to menu today with 6 brand new items. It's the largest amount of brand new items that McDonald's ever put. Now, I don't know if it's a regional thing or if it's a across America thing. Will you try to find that out for me, Lummy?
Yes, I will.
All right.
Yep, they phoned that break in. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
She's Albanian. Oh, come on, man.
Bubba, I think this is items in the UK.
Oh, okay. So don't even worry about it.
I'm double checking, but it looks that way. $27, Mike Conley.
I mean, I don't know if you can turn that around and send it to me via IM, but that would be fucking something to talk about.
What? Sorry. Oh, okay.
What I just sent you on your phone.
Gotcha.
Oh
shit. What's up, guys? Morning, Mark the Frog. See if we can turn this real quick.
Ooh, good one. Why are people hating on Sonic so much?
I said it to you, Bubba.
Okay.
I rotated it.
I don't think I've ever been.
Of course you did, because you're the man.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think I've ever been to a Sonic before. Don't they have good milkshakes or shit?
Sonic's got good shit, man.
Yeah, they come out with new shit all the time.
Oh, they have breakfast items. Why do I always dismiss Supersonic, Hypnotic, Funky Fresh, work my body so many lives.
Morning, Fish on Jay. Gary, you can't try.
Work my body so many
Yeah,
lives.
the chicken bites were good.
Ice cream. Have you had their shakes? Sonic shakes?
Yeah.
Are they good?
Yeah. Sonic has good stuff. Yeah, they're heavier, so this is a little heavier.
Sonic Blasts. Are we familiar with this?
Meter.
Ooh, vanilla cone. Reese's Peanut Butter Blast.
We are the only show that can talk about nothing.
The use of all Bubba-isms is prohibited without the express written consent of Bubba the Love Sponge.
This is not staged. It's not nothing. It's very scientific.
Not in a killing mood.
Right.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Merch Crick said she's already sold 2 new polos, and these are they're true to size, so you don't have to like order. Remember the other ones, Lummy? They were like a size off. She got it handled. She got everybody the right what they needed, and we had very few complaints. But these ones have been double checked where they are. If you're a 2X, order a 2X. You're gonna get a 2X.
Sweet.
I think in the first time, like if you were a 2X, they needed to send you a 3X.
Yeah,
and
the size were a bit off.
It was 3X, but you really were a 2X. Somebody sees you at a party. Hey, I didn't know you were a 3X. Getting a little heavy there, Bubby. No. Just mislabeled.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Nobody ever believes the mislabeled, Willie.
Especially when you get to the 3X and the 4X.
Bub Army merch, Bub Army store, BubArmyShop.com. We've got a bunch of other stuff coming up. Some holiday blankets and some high vis, the high vis stuff, Lummy.
Oh, yes.
So I got the, so let me show this to you here. We talked about this yesterday. Nice, kind of a really nice present, like a very nice box.
Yeah.
Like if you were like a regular worker and you were going to work today and you stopped by Krispy Kreme and picked up one of these boxes. This would be kind of cool to bring into work. Say, hey, I brought the Scooby-Doo deal.
Oh, hell yeah, Bubba.
Look at it. And they're so good.
We at the water cooler in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So we can talk bad about our bosses.
Yes. Oh, wait, you are my boss.
So I can talk bad about you. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm opening it up now here.
All right.
I want to I didn't want to tear it. So everybody's going to have to come up and grab. It's quite.
Are they minis?
No, they're
full donuts.
They're regular Willies. They're full-size Jones.
Are they all stuffed? I can't tell. No.
No, I don't think they're all stuffed. But come up and grab what you want. It's very detailed and very nice.
Which one are you grabbing, Bubba?
Why?
I don't want to take it from you.
I don't know which one I want to grab. I think I'm going to grab. I don't know what I'm going to grab. You grab something, Anna. Let me come up here and grab a donut. You dumbass.
I was bringing you paper towels if you needed them.
I got paper towels. Okay. I don't know, are the ones that are not with a hole in them, are those filled? Like, that looks like it's filled.
It is.
Okay. So I think, is this one filled?
Yeah.
No. It's this is what I'm going to go with right here.
Okay, I'm going to go with that one, too.
You're going to eat two?
Well, I'm going to just try them. Can I not try? You want me to cut them?
No, once you eat them. Rhett and Macho Man, come in here and grab these. This here donut. Or you quit lingering.
I was just looking for a filled one,
but there's a filled one.
I just want to touch it. Yep, thank you.
Let Macho Man and
Thank you. I'm gonna grab one for me and Tim. Get the regular.
I mean,
wait, you're just eating them?
Well, what
you not?
No, I thought we were gonna
I thought we were gonna squish them.
show them and.
I've already showed them all.
I thought you were gonna be like, this one is. Here's the inside.
All right, well, here's this one. This has got one bite out of it.
Explain what it is.
And it's the mystery van.
Is it just a?
These are all Scooby-Doo inspired. Mm-hmm. And it's just it seems like it's a regular.
It's a regular ass donut.
A regular, like it's just a regular Krispy Kreme glazed Willy with
Can
some.
you eat this thing on top of it?
Yeah, with everything. Everything's edible. With chocolate sprinkles on top, and then the mystery van in the middle.
That's pretty strong.
I'm eating that.
Yeah.
How about you, I mean?
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
No, is yours filled?
No, but they put up much of cream in the middle and cover that hole. It's good. I got a filled one here.
Which one is it? The purple one?
I ate the Scooby-Doo one. It was really good.
And then I'll eat. Oh, I have coffee too. How perfect.
Pretty much a glazed donut with a ton of cream that comes right through the middle.
I don't think these are festival bod friendly donuts, though.
What do you mean?
A lot of calories in there.
Oh, jeez.
Sugar. It's okay. I'll burn it off later in the gym.
Macho gauges everything by how good he can look at the music festival.
The protein value.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of protein in this.
Yeah.
He's all about.
He likes a lot of sugar as long as there's a lot of protein too.
It's pretty strong.
Macho Man.
The cream one's good.
I was always very mindful about not looking good at music festival.
Of course.
Little puffy, little heavy. Gets real. Gets real.
Yeah, there's Oreo in the middle.
Gets real down on himself.
The filled one has Oreo cream in it.
Let me look at Jim Tapp sent me.
Oh, yeah. I see you, too, right there.
See me?
64, right?
Yeah. That's the 1983-84 Warsaw Tigers.
I'm trying to see where
my senior year.
Your boy Larry Plummer is.
Right here, 75.
Oh, there you go. Wow,
Here's-
right in the middle.
Here are the four captains. Chris Stein. Hold on. Chris Stein. It's when they put us there together. Chris Stein, Larry Plummer, Bart Haniff, Bubba Clem.
Oh no, what's that on your face?
Was we were the captains.
Oh, nice.
That's really good.
Did you wear full gloves, or did you cut the fingers like some other guys?
Full.
I see? Full.
This is good as hell.
That's all we had back then was just those gloves.
No
we
way.
didn't have any really. They got all kinds of gloves, and we didn't have any of those knee brace things.
Yeah,
or nothing.
I can see your big knee pads.
Yeah, big ass knee pads, shaved head.
They don't even wear knee pads anymore.
They don't even wear shoulder pads anymore by the look of some of these players, too.
Yeah, back when I was Lummy, when I was the man, you wanted to get as big a shoulder pads as you could.
Oh, yeah.
The bigger the shelf, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to look like a monster. And so, but they've completely shifted to it. It's a speed game, and the bigger shoulder pads are for people more area for them to hold you on. So now these defensive and offensive linemen have just these teeny tiny little shoulder pads.
Oh, yeah.
Now is that on both sides of the ball, or is that just on the defensive side?
Defense. I mean, offensive linemen have their big pads.
Wow, that donut was really good.
Back in the day, you had the cowboy collar and the.
Do you ever wear like a
roll.
neck roll or anything?
Yeah.
Made you look even bigger.
Like the Mike Allstott deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made you look like you had huge shoulders.
And then Lummy, we got these tiger paws that you would put on your helmet right here.
Oh yeah.
And like
good plays.
Yeah, or you were like if you were the offensive lineman on a scoring play, you got a paw. The running back got two. Whoever scored the touchdown got two paws, but everybody on the field at the time got a paw.
What guy on
With
that?
the running back, man, that bitch Chad Hopkins, he'd have all kinds of paws, and the linemen would be like, "Man, what a pussy! We're up here blocking our ass off for this dude. He gets two paws for our one."
What was the guy in there that you used to pick on? Or that you knew that was just the biggest puss?
You want me to go through them?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy right here, Todd Zimmerman.
Yeah.
He was kind of a puss.
76.
Rob Vonador, this guy was kind of a puss.
He had a neck roll on.
Yeah, he was like when we would we'd be drills and you'd kind of count, see which guy you're getting.
Oh yeah.
I'd count and say, I got Rob Vonador. But this is who you didn't want to get. You didn't want to get Bart. You didn't want to get Larry. You didn't. Let me see who else is pretty tough in here. That's about all I had to worry about with those guys right there.
I like the 82 with the stash right there too. He looks like
Yeah,
he's in college.
he was a wide receiver. That with that porn stash.
Yeah.
Here's a guy that was no good, but he looked like he should be good. Right here, Dean Morris.
Looks like he'd be a good center.
He was a good basketball forward, but he was not a good football player at all.
Right, like up a little one more to the left. That guy looks like a real nerd.
This guy right here.
No, all the way to the left with the fro and the huge glasses on.
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was Chuck Sapin, or no, Kevin Cook.
Was he any good?
He was big, but he was not really that good.
No.
You could the hierarchy was determined by the front row.
Okay.
Like here's every year they put the captains in the middle right here, and then all these guys. I don't think Vonador was a starter. These are all seniors.
Oh.
So like this guy wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter. Starter, not starter, not starter. And Lummy, of that, two-way.
Oh, really? Just three of you?
Three of us went both ways. Me, Larry, and Chris Stein.
I see.
Went both ways.
I see. There's only I think one or two in the back there that might be a different race.
Color?
Yeah.
More. I don't even see any black guys on there.
Oh, what's the one guy toward the coaches in the back, second about
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see who that is. Hold on, let me see. If that's Sammy Churchill, then yeah, let's hold on. Fourth row. What row would that be in? Let me see. What row would this be in?
Fifth row, it looks like.
Fifth row. Manager Scott Lee. Okay, yeah. Mike Wagley and Augustinson Gonzalez. I didn't even know that there was for $10 million. And you know I got a pretty damn good memory on me.
Yeah.
And for $10 million, I could have not told you that I played football with Augustinson Gonzalez.
Was he a kicker?
No, I don't think he. I think he literally showed up for picture day and then never came back. For real. Because I'm going to text Larry today and say, Larry, do you ever remember playing with Augustinson Gonzalez? No. I think he quit after
picture day.
This guy right here was a badass Coach Woody Martin.
He looks thick. All the coaches kind of look thick.
This was Kevin Westover. He was the new coach. He came in, and this same team, we were 2-8 our sophomore years, right?
Yep.
Our junior year, this is our senior year. This guy, our junior year, this guy, he replaces the ass bucket named Max Bollinger. This guy, Kevin Westover, and he takes us to 9-1.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we went 4-6. Sorry.
Oh, senior year, you guys were pretty cocky.
Kind of down.
Oh.
Yeah. Down on some. Well, we had this guy right here, Chad Hopkins. Where is this son of a bitch at? He was a right here, number 44. See him?
Yep.
He was a stud. He was a year younger than me, but he'd get 200, 250 yards a game on running back. Like he was like legitimately, he was 6 foot, 235, and could run. I'm not kidding you. Run a 4.40.
Wow.
But he always wanted to bounce it outside. Like if the coach would call like a 24 dive, 2 back to the 4 hole.
Yep.
Which was, just a straight block up scheme.
Yep, just go right up the middle.
Right. Maybe if you're a tackle, maybe go chip a linebacker if there's not a guy heads up on you. So anyway, it's just a straight up the middle. Well, next thing you know, he's got it kicked out by the wide receivers. Like he didn't even try to attempt the 4 hole. He just gets the ball and starts kicking it out, like because he thinks he's so fast and he can get away with it. Well, we would have been so much better had he just ran the ball. He was always now. Granted, Lummy, sometimes he'd get 250 on these kickouts, but I'm just saying
Didn't know
he was like used to make the coaches so mad.
He'd be like Earl Campbell, just go right through the line.
Oh, he was a monster, but he was kind of a pussy inside. But he was physically, he was just a monster. Lummy, he was 6 foot, 235, ran a 4.40, and
good.
could bench press, and was in the 300-pound club for bench pressing.
Dang.
Like, see, that was
his junior year?
That was his junior year.
Oh, wow.
Now, Lummy, was the 300-pound bench club a big thing for you guys, too? Did you have anybody in the 4?
Yeah, we had 2 guys in the 4s. Yeah, 315 was kind of the big thing. We had this Samoan guy on our team who was just a complete monster, but he never wanted to play. He was lazy. But he did a 4.35 his junior year.
Yeah.
And then he got into drugs and sold and went to jail.
Ooh, those are stories I'm interested in.
Hold on now. You're how old are you?
39.
All right. I was way ahead of you. So weightlifting wasn't even as big of a deal back when we were, we were just starting to get introduced to free weights. Like, we didn't even have a weight room until our sophomore years.
Yeah.
We didn't even have a weight room. They finally built a legitimate weight room.
Pick up rocks.
No, they had this one machine on. I swear to God, my sophomore year, they had this one machine, and it was a universal machine, and it sat inside the locker room, and it had like a bench, and then it was all one unit.
It was like that Chuck Norris all in
It's
one.
it was like all
What
one
is that
unit.
called?
So they had like, okay,
You know what I'm talking about?
See, so on one corner on it was a bench press, okay?
Yeah.
Then on the other corner, it was a leg press. And then on the other corner, it was a lat pull down. And then like on the other corner, it was like a bicep curl. And that's the only, and you had to you had to work yourself into this machine. All 5 positions or 4 positions were always going on. And then they'd blow a whistle, switch, and you'd go to the next station and go, and it was just ridiculous. You could only literally have 5 guys, and there'd be 75 guys on a on a team, Lummy, in the summertime trying to get your weightlifting in on this one universal machine. Finally, this guy, Kevin Westover, came to town. He was starting tight end for Lee Corso at the University of Indiana.
Nice.
So, he's a Big Ten guy. He's probably seeing the way you're supposed to have a weight room and, all that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Plus, this is a little known fact that people won't know. He was the starting quarterback and state champion, I think, 2 years at one of the most infamous high schools in America that produces good players, Massillon from Cincinnati. If you look at Lummy, if you look at the top high school football programs like ever, Massillon, Mass, I think Illon, the Massillon Tigers from Ohio have one of the most storied, like they're one of the greatest teams of all time. So he was a starting quarterback for Massillon High, then went to be the starting tight end for Lee Corso at IU. So Lummy, he comes a little sleepy ass Warsaw, and we got this 4-position weight machine, and he's used to, the Big Ten, and they had probably pretty nice facilities, and he's like, we're not. I remember him telling the athletic director, I can't be the coach of this team, and this team be competitive if we can't lift weights the way you're supposed to lift weights. I need bench presses. I need squat racks. I need power clean stations. I need, like what you need, Lummy.
Of course.
And so he got the school board to okay, they built this weight room onto the high school, and it was really pretty badass. Like, it was pretty badass. And that's when we finally started lifting weights. And they may have a 400-pound club now, but me and Larry and Gary Puckett and Neil Fribley were the first 4 people ever to make it into the Warsaw 300-pound club.
Nice.
That's amazing.
And I think Chad Hopkins, I think he may have got into it. And that guy was 6 foot, Lummy, 235, runs a 4.4, and benches over 300. He went to Western Michigan, I guess flamed out. He was a kicker, too.
Oh, wow.
He was one of those straight-on kickers that gets like one of those sawed-off shoes.
Oh, gee.
He was one of those guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just kick it 40 yards.
He could kick the hell out of it. I don't know if he went on at Western Michigan. His name's Chad Hopkins.
He's dead now.
No, he's
fentanyl overdose.
No, Anna, don't.
What?
Poor guy.
That's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
That I went to high school with.
Well,
what if I said that one of your friends died in a fentanyl?
They probably did.
Meanwhile, Chad Hopkins is like a really nice guy. Like, I think he's even kind of.
Addicts can be nice people.
Well, I think he lives in Kalamazoo. I think he owns. I think he owns his own business.
Oh, he played for Jack Harbaugh too.
Yeah. This guy's a very acclaimed,
Fentanyl's a hell of a drug.
And then you're like, no, fentanyl ain't a hell of a drug. And don't put fentanyl on any of my friends. Put them on your friends, bitch. Apologize profusely.
I have no friends. I'm sorry, Chad Hopkins. You're still very much alive and well.
I'm sorry, Chad Hopkins.
I'm sorry, Chad Hopkins.
The crazy thing is he played only 1 year. It would have been 86. Would that have been his freshman year?
Yeah, that would have been his freshman year.
So
he graduated in 85.
He played in 86, 11 games, had 518 yards.
That's not too bad.
3 TDs, averaged 4.5
a carry.
That's pretty good yards per carry.
As a redshirt freshman?
Yeah.
How many, did it say how many total carries he had?
116.
He did a lot for not that much. Yeah.
For a redshirt freshman, then he had to have gotten hurt.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he played.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
You got a redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
They never played freshman.
You got a redshirt freshman that comes into Western Michigan and he carries the ball, 135 times for nearly 600 yards. That's a guy you're building, that you're building something on, right?
Yeah.
That's not a guy that's out of there next year. This is a guy that you're letting you're taking his red shirt away because he's that good. I wonder what kind of injury he had. Maybe I can call Chad one of these days.
I'm sorry.
Well, he didn't have. He didn't
fentanyl injury.
He didn't have a fentanyl injury.
It happens to the best of us.
He didn't have a fentanyl
heroin.
jersey.
Oh, and he was a kick and punt returner.
Yeah.
7 returned, 126 yards.
Hold on. What is that per average?
18.
Yeah, it's all right.
Is that kick or punt?
It doesn't. They combined it back then. Oh, kick return. Sorry, kick return.
Kick return 18 ain't that strong.
No, but still.
How about punt?
He didn't do any punts.
Okay.
He didn't punt it out.
I mean, Rhett, you got to understand. I mean, you have to agree. Punt return is a whole different world than kick return.
Oh, yeah.
Because punt return, you usually got a guy within a feet or two of you ready to smash you right down to zero.
Mm-hmm.
But at least with a kickoff, you get that ball and you really don't start. I mean, unless it's a line, unless it's a real high floater upper and your defense can get down there, you usually don't get your first contact till like 20 yards.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive for a freshman, like we said, to not only get the carries that he did, but to be, I guess, their starting kick returner. If he took, what, you said 18, Lummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Was he
So he rotated in and out.
He was a stud. No, he was not a wrestler. No, he wasn't.
I was trying to see what he would be doing nowadays, but
Well,
he was a
I
stud.
think we all know.
I'm gonna have to get a hold of him and say, Chad, what kind of injury did you have, my friend? And Jim Tapp, thank you for the picture. Hello.
Hey, Bubber. Good morning.
Bubber?
I was wondering, Bubber, that's what Ronnie calls him.
Oh, really?
Was wondering if you can give us a little history on Lummy. Like, Lummy, were you a stud in high school? You know, who were you recruited by? Did you
Didn't you peak at 8?
my mom said that.
What was all the deal?
Yeah,
I think
I fights, Lummy?
Okay, listen. Thank you for the suggestions. I'll ask
Ooh,
the question.
history of Lummy. I like this.
So Lummy, like, it's always about me,
Yeah,
but it is
well.
my show. But people want to know about you too. So like, okay.
Did you have like a beard in 4th grade? I feel like you did.
Just my junior year.
Okay.
Did you have a big ween? Like compare? Like I was like a middle ween guy.
Yeah, I was average.
Did you see other guys'
Yeah, you took
weens?
showers.
Anna,
I showered.
Anna, don't you know that
Nobody
boys,
showered
when
I was in
after
high
our
school.
boy sports,
Yeah.
they would throw you into the locker room, and you had your own locker, and that's where you put your
Yes, I had
street clothes.
was in the locker room.
But they would suggest highly that you shower.
Yes.
The coaches would be like, "Let's get you guys a shower now. Y'all smell. Don't want to get in your mom and dad's car smelling all up, so get you a shower."
Yep.
That's all you kept hearing. Get your ass in that shower.
I feel like no one did that when I was in high school.
That's what our coaches would say.
I was obviously went to high school for 4 years. I saw maybe 2 people in the shower ever, and they had bathing suits on.
What extra sports did you do?
Mine was we were completely
dance
nude.
soccer.
We were
Yep.
completely nude.
Yeah, I mean, I played football and we also showered.
Yeah.
That's what you
For
did,
a lot
yeah.
of guys, it was daily after practice because
Yeah.
they wouldn't be. I mean, a lot of guys would get off of practice, and then if you lived outside of the busing zone for Blake and Tampa, you'd be on the bus for 2.5 hours.
Oh.
So we
So a
would
lot
get
of
off of
times your
football
shower
practice.
would be your shower.
Yeah, like we would get off of practice around 6:30, get on the athletic bus at 7, and then most nights I would not get home from practice because I lived in Seffner. I'd get home about 9:30.
So
Ew.
you needed to take that shower at school to have your nightly shower done.
Otherwise, I was taking one at 10 o'clock at night while everyone was asleep, and
Right.
I'd probably get yelled at.
Exactly.
Oh,
and
damn.
Anna, they just pile you in there, and you're looking at the weens, and they're looking at, and everybody's looking at each other's weens. Okay.
Yeah.
Not that you want the ween, but it's just a normal thing. And I'm going to call every one of you dudes a liar right now that ever played in any type of organized sports where back in the day when they would make a shower. I'm going to call you a liar that if you didn't at least size up everybody's ween, and then you would try to fluff your ween up a little bit to make it look a little better. You know, let me kind of take yourself like a little bit to the side, try to give yourself a little fluff.
Yeah, I mean, we had this
Side
kid,
fluffing. I did it all the time.
We had this kid, Brent Rudy. He was about 5'10", probably about 205, badass running back, white kid, and he would sit in front of the shower where you come in and just helicopter. Because he had like a
Fabrizi.
Yeah, just helicopter and says, "Come on, boys, let's get in here."
Yeah.
And it was just a joke, you know.
Huh.
Yeah, and we'd be like, "Come on, man, stop, buddy."
Yeah.
Like, we know you got a big D.
Yep.
We know you got a big D. Stop.
Yep.
You know what the worst was when we were sophomores? This was part of our initiation. Like back when I was in high school, so my sophomore year would have been 81. So that seems like, so long ago.
Right. Well, it kind of was.
But there would be initiation. And so like the seniors, freshmen didn't play high school. Freshmen had their own team.
Yeah, the JV.
Right. So that was the freshman JV team. So the high school team was 10, 11, and 12. And so that's what the high school team consisted of. Well, when you were a 10th grader, the seniors would initiate you. So you would one of the seniors, like Mike Clay or Travis Walls or something like that, they would claim you. You're their slave.
Nice.
No, really, for real. Like, this is the games we played. And you were their slave for entire. Remember, Lummy, we went like 2 weeks we had 2-a-days.
Yeah.
For like 2 weeks.
Yep, for a season.
So for the 2-a-day portion of our training camp, we were their slaves, and we had to carry their football helmet and their shoulder pads off the field because there was a little bit of a walk from the locker room to the football field. And, Lummy, a lot of times, a lot of guys after practice would just take their pads off and then, carry them through their helmet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the easy way.
Well, we would have to do that. We'd have to carry their helmets and their shoulder pads. And then once we got in the locker room, we had to take their shoulder pads and hang them up and then take their shirts and undershirts and girdle and jock strap. We had to then, because they used to give you a pin that had your football number on it. This big bobby pin, kind of made out of metal.
Yeah.
So we had to do their bobby pin for them for those 2 weeks, along with our own. And then the other thing is they would pee on you.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
So the final thing is, like, when you were when you were in the shower, whoever your boss man or a massa or whatever. Well,
what?
No, like we were slave.
I feel like they definitely still do this. They just have a much different name.
And so
for it.
You called them Massa?
Well, I mean, no.
Was your name Toby?
No, but it was set up like that.
God, Toby.
And they would then, you'd want to get in there as a sophomore and shower as fast as you could, in fear that your boss man would be getting in there and then he's going to pee on you. Like, it's the way it was.
Drip, drip, drip.
So
Nice.
as you're facing the tile wall, trying to wash your hand and wash your hair and wash your face and wash your ass, and as fast as you possibly can, the guy that you're the slave to could basically be peeing on your back.
This is really evidence of the difference between boys and girls,
And everybody would just be laughing and be like, Bart Hannif got peed on.
We never had like initiation, but we did have people pull pranks on each other.
Yeah.
There was a kid named Shavar Manuel who his junior year, he was a 5-star prospect at defensive end. And he actually left our school to go to IMG when they started their football program.
So this guy was like all world.
Yeah, he was top 10 ESPN 300.
When you got guys that are quitting their really, really good program to go to IMG. IMG is invite or my daddy's got $1 million only. That's it.
Yeah, they scouted him from our school and basically took him because our team sucked ass without him.
So then what happened?
So he's in the locker room in the shower after practice one day, and they came up behind him because he's facing the wall. They came up behind him with one of those big janitor trash cans.
Yeah.
And they kind of tilted it, and literally someone just walked up next to him, pushed him in the chest, and he fell backwards into the trash can. And he's like naked, obviously, and he's like falling back into the trash can. And so as he's trying to get out, they just started rolling him around the locker room until he could get out.
But that was just like, I mean, that's kind of the extent. He didn't end up with cerebral palsy or anything like that.
Right, yeah. He wasn't, injured.
Oh, my God.
It wasn't hazing. It was just kind of like, hey, let's just get this guy.
Yeah, well, that's kind of lame. Yeah. I'd rather get peed on. I mean, it's more belittling. You're trying to belittle that person.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. And they made much more of a scene than just getting peed on in the shower, I suppose.
Initiation is never a good thing. Like, when they initiate you, it's never usually in your finest moment, right? I mean,
no, not at all.
Usually, it's then at Warsaw High, you'd have to go through like the entire seniors would line up, and you'd have to go through. With just your jock strap on, and they would take like their hands and try to, if you could run through real fast, you may not get hit too much, but you ran through this get your ass slapped line, Lummy, right? That was the last day of the initiation, was running through the slap line.
They kind of do that when you get a new belt in jiu-jitsu.
They do?
Yeah, when you get a new belt, everybody else lines up like in 2 rows, and you run through them, and they just try to like whip you like with their belts. Smack!
Oh, they're trying to like wiener you?
Not just in your wiener, but like people usually say stay away from your balls in your head, but people will just whip you on the back like.
Yeah, see, there's initiation in every form.
I didn't like
every
that
way,
very
shape,
much.
Or form. So I mean, yeah. Today, Lummy, I think you and Rhett were talking about how you guys got a bunch of, I think a Kurt Angle short and a Hogan short.
Yeah.
And I mean, a bunch of great stuff on our YouTube channel. and also the Brett Favre Past Packer podcast with me and Tony Mandrich. And our guest is Brett Favre. Will go up sometime today on our YouTube channel.
Over an hour, too. It was good.
Was it over an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, hour 20.
I feel like I had left so much meat on the bone. I should have asked him so many more questions.
Well,
like
you're going to see him again.
One, what was the hardest hit you ever took? Like what defensive lineman or linebacker or safety or whoever was, sacked you or hit you. What's the hardest one you ever took? He has to have one, Lummy. That stands out.
I want to say that, in my opinion, I would have to guess that Minnesota when they played the Saints. Bountygate.
Now, you know what? And then we need to get him into what it's called. What was that called?
Bountygate?
Yeah, Bountygate. And see, were you ever, with regards to Bountygate, did the league interview you on it? Or, I know you were the target, but did the league, did you have to testify about it or anything? And what does he think about it? That sucks that you're literally listen, like the NFL Players Association, you have to play against a guy and you're trying to beat his brains in to win that game. But at the end of the day, Lumby, you want to try. He's a fellow player and a fellow union member, and you don't want to hurt him. You want to beat him fair and square, but you don't want to paralyze or lame your potential fellow player.
No,
and that's what Bountygate was all about, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
Wasn't it about there was the Saints had set up different levels of how much you make based on the kind of damage you can do to Brett Favre?
Yeah,
wasn't that what?
Yeah, if you
wasn't
took him
that
out
what
of
it
the
was?
game, you got the biggest payday. And
Yeah,
it was like $10,000 or maybe 20.
Yeah, that's horrible. That is horrible. I don't know if those people even got punished near like they should. Right?
No,
No, they literally made a movie with Kevin James about what Sean Payton did on his year off.
Poor.
I sent you some of the highlights from the hits from the Saints game.
It was $1,000 for an opponent who needed to be carted off of the field, and then a $1,500 bonus for a knockout hit.
Wasn't there one if they injured him out, Brett Favre out of the game?
Yeah, some of those payouts for $8,000 for kill shots and more. Yeah, some of those payouts for $8,000. Yeah, some of those payouts for $8,000 for kill shots and more. Yeah, some of those payouts for $8,000. Yeah, some of those payouts for $8,000.
Lummy, is this what you're sending me?
Horrible quality.
NFC Championship. This literally feels like from 1930.
It is.
NFC Champion. No, it was only about 10 years ago.
Is this a parody song?
NFC Championship, Vikings versus Saints. The Saints put Brett Favre's pants on the ground. Lyrics by General Larry Platt. Yes.
You're cheating hard.
Look at that. Look at that dirty move. He throws the ball. The ball's thrown. Now look. Rides him all the way down.
You'll cry and cry to sleep.
All right, let me thank you for that.
I didn't hear
amazing.
the music. It was short, so
it was quite amazing.
It was super amazing.
How about the Britney Spears stuff?
Oh, thank God.
My
yeah.
God.
Whew.
Don't forget the Brett Favre podcast comes out today. Appreciate you. Yeah, so she is just...
What? Doing well? Thriving?
Being whacked? Just totally whacked out.
The knives are back, and they're closer to her throat.
Oh, their knives are back. She's doing her night deal.
I was looking for the dogs.
You know what she should do? I know
time.
that she's probably got more money than she could ever spend, but she should actually do like a weekly knife deal and charge $4.99 to see her local, Friday night knives with Britney.
Like an OnlyFans.
Yeah, and or even just like an upsell on Insta. Or she seems to love Insta. Like maybe make you have to. Don't they have parameters where you can sub on a person's
I think
Insta?
it's usually OnlyFans. You don't have to be nude on OnlyFans. You can just do knives,
Right.
I guess.
I guess. But the OnlyFans comes with a stigma.
Oh, 100%.
Right. So, Brittany, she just really loves these knives. And there's probably a lot of crazy dudes that want to see her get crazy with knives.
I just want to know what's going on in her head.
I don't
Because
think
she
she
was
knows.
seemingly a normal person at one time. What happened that
Fame.
she's now like this?
Fame,
There's
money.
a lot of famous people that aren't like that.
Money.
I just
The more money you make,
no. She's
the
like
more
on.
famous
She's
you
on
get.
pills. She's on lots of pills.
Hey, easy.
That rotted her brain. Different ones than you. She's not taking niacin. She's taking what's the
serotonin?
No. The like antipsychotic Lupron or something.
Oh, I don't know any of those. I don't take anything. I don't
Why are you putting that on Bubba?
I don't take anything.
I just thought you would know the name.
Psychotropic. I don't take anything. Mood behavior or anything like. I don't take a mood inhibitor or anything like that. I mean, you're trying to make me feel like I'm on some antidepressants and stuff like that. I'm not.
Oh,
nothing like that.
antidepressants didn't do that to her. Time to break.
This is what hell sounds like. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Let me.
Miss Bubba.
Can juicy.
You want to take some for you?
Can we take these?
Lupron. I was right. Fucking hell. Dude, that one was so fucking good. That Oreo one, the purple one. Bub, you gotta have the purple one.
I'm gonna have one right now, but let me
I have to put the vote down on something recording.
Was it the purple one with the orange icing on it?
No, give whoever wants some stuff.
Do the
Figure.
Oh, there's only these two. That's all right.
The purple one was the best. I fucking almost did.
I'm eating the purple one right now.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Is that the one? Yeah, it has Oreo. It's so good.
You're a little bit in my space right now.
Uh-huh.
Look at this.
What's your opinion, man? Woo! It has Oreo cream filling. So good.
All right, scram now, okay? Because you're in my space.
Oh.
And shut that door behind you too, bitch.
Okay, I got pee.
Maybe go TT.
This chat, Anna is up here. She pees a lot. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, Bubba, there's two clips up there, or I guess there's really one, because one's just the ISO, of how we're talking about you with those Epic from yesterday.
So the 150?
Yeah, the N, 4N.
You have a little visitor. You have a little visitor.
I don't have time for him.
What, the dog?
Anna is such a little kid.
Oh, you got a visitor.
Do we have to go? We only have a minute left. And all you wanna do
She
is-
wants her finger.
Cold water is so much better than just lukewarm. Room temperature Willy. You think my hair looks good today?
No, not when you present it like that. When you just free form it, yeah, but then you literally look like you're like on drugs.
Fentanyl? Like your friend Chad?
Here, grab
He's
that.
dead?
You're like a bag lady.
Come here, sweet. Oh, come on. Come on.
All right.
Don't piss on me.
Piss on her now.
Don't piss on me. Don't piss. Don't be a piss body. Okay? Alright, I'm sorry I have to expel you.
Slam the door.
Bye. I'm sorry, sweetie. That dog's awesome, except for the kissing. Other than that, love it. Oh. Oh. Oh, Lupron is a puberty blocker. Is it lithium? Maybe it was lithium I was thinking of. Antipsychotic. Yeah.
I've got an idea. Time to man up.
I gotta poop so bad.
Man up and be brutally honest.
And you're calling me crazy?
Or I'm gonna kill you. We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, we all have a heartfelt reason to support our blood pressure. In fact, more than half of the U.S. population would benefit from blood pressure support. Superbeat Heart Chews are an easy way and a convenient way to support a healthy blood pressure and promote healthy energy. Paired with a healthy lifestyle, the antioxidants in Superbeats are clinically shown to be nearly 2 times more effective at promoting normal blood pressure than a healthy lifestyle alone. 30,000 5-star reviews and kicking. Superbeat Heart Chews support healthy circulation to not only get you blood pressure support, but also to get productive heart healthy energy without the crash. Double your potential with Superbeat Heart Chews and get a free 30-day supply with Superbeat Heart Chews and 15% off your first order. You do that by going to getsuperbeats.com.
Promo code Bubba.
And you use my promo code BUBBA. I'll spell it all out for you. It's super simple. Get Super BEETS. GetSuperbeats.com.
Promo code Bubba.
And then the promo code Bubba. Thank you, Lum Lum. Appreciate you. Don't forget to go to our various Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and things like that, and go watch the Skinny podcast. It's a podcast hosted by a couple friends of mine. It's predominantly race. It's more towards the racing community, but I kind of represent the racing community a little bit. I own a track, and I used to be a race car driver, although not a very good one. But I'd like to set all-time records on the Skinny podcast. Tony Stewart has the all-time record at 18,000 views, but it's taken 10 months to get there. I'm at like 2,500 views, and it's only been 2 days. So I think maybe we got a chance to be super big time, Lummy.
Yeah,
Amen.
definitely.
Also, don't forget today on our YouTube channel, which is at The Bubba Army, a bunch of new stuff's going up. Some Hogan shorts, some Kurt Angle shorts. We have Kurt Angle talking about how he ate like 65 Percocets a day.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah. How could you even
function?
I've never even had a Percocet. Are they good?
Well, I don't know. I think, yeah, they're great. But like maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Would recommend.
Not 65. And then, Lummy, we have the Brett Favre, Tony Mandrich Past Packers podcast that goes up later today for that. So please.
Please.
Try to go and patronize our world. Let me. This is Howard. He seems to be enamored with that I was on Ozempic.
Yes.
And
I think you might. I believe.
I'm trying to get the cursor here. You guys gotta.
Yeah, he's pounding the table in that audio.
What?
He's so upset about it. He's pounding the table.
Okay. Well, I can't get.
Is this from his show yesterday?
Yes. What's wrong with the mouse?
I can't. Okay, there it goes.
Breathe. Got it.
Shut up, Anna. You don't know what it's like to fight the mouse.
You're right.
You've never fought the mouse. Okay, then so shut up. You don't know how much anxiety it causes
I've
me.
dropped the mouse during the show and I have to go under the table and find it.
So, let me is Howard? I seem like Howard's mad at me.
No.
That's what people are saying.
Really?
Well, kind of like it's a shortcut and it's not fair and it's.
Well, I mean, it is.
And here's the deal. I haven't been on Ozempic for about 5 weeks.
But he didn't know that until you emailed him.
Yeah.
After when she recorded Genie in a Bottle, that video, and you know how hot she was? She walks out in little stretch pants.
Talk about Christina Aguilera.
And sashaying over to the couch. And again, I don't have any information. Maybe she worked out. Maybe she joined a Jack LaLanne or something and, really. But I went crazy. I say to my wife this morning, you got it. She's on the Ozempic. Never mind.
Why don't people just fess up?
I don't know that she is, so I don't want to speak for her. She looks great. Don't get me wrong. She looks so hot. I mean, it was crazy, and I found again
kind of like my Mets wife. Sorry,
the same anger I get. And I don't know why I'm so angry. I asked my psychiatrist yesterday, why am I so angry?
I bet he brought my name up, Anna.
Yep.
Because he's angry because I think he mentions me in there, does he not?
Yes, he does.
So maybe, Anna, he actually mentioned me by name to a psychiatrist.
One can only hope.
Yeah.
25 years I'm in this chair. Why am I so angry? I don't think it's fair. I work very hard to stay thin.
But he's
and
like a
now
natural
Christina
ectomorph.
Aguilera is hot again. And she didn't have to lift a weight. She didn't have to say no to that piece of cheesecake. There used to be, they said 3 out of every 4 adults in the United States are obese. And I was, okay,
That
I got
number's
something.
dropping, though.
You can't find any.
Dropping.
You can't find one fatso anymore. Bubba the Love Sponge is 12 pounds.
It's kind of hurtful.
By the way, he wrote me. He said he is not on Ozempic. He started on Ozempic, and he dropped it after 3 weeks, and he's now.
Yeah.
He wakes up at 2 a.m. and works out for 2 hours. I mean,
So he is working.
He's working. I got no problem with that.
Well,
There you go. You've been redeemed.
There you go. And Anna, and that's the truth. You know that I do that. I
don't know if it's 2 hours, but is it?
It's too all in with regards to like getting there, stretch it out.
Yep.
It's too all in there, but it's not 2 hours of straight working out. So
right.
It's probably more like an hour and 10 minutes.
That's still a lot.
But that's probably what it is. And there's, if I do 5 or 10 minutes of that little roller ball on my back, and then I got usually Bella with me, and I'm throwing the ball a little bit, and then I, vacuum, and I do some odds and ends there.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You can't find one fatso anymore. Bubba the Love Sponge is 12 pounds.
I don't know if it was that funny, Robin, but so anyway.
Listen, at least he acknowledges that there's something wrong with him for being angry about it. Like, you shouldn't be angry about it. You can be
cool.
judgmental about it. Be like, man, I did it the hard way.
It's pretty cool. And he also validated that I have his, email.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually do have a cell phone, but he prefers you not call. Like, that's kind of an underwritten rule.
What about texting him?
Nope. Email. That's what he prefers. Unless it's an absolute emergency, then you can text him. And when you text him or call him, it's like, please announce your name. And you tell him your name and be like, I'm checking. And I think they call him up.
Oh, dang.
And yeah, I think that there's this. That's the.
He's got his own operator.
I don't know. I think it's for rich people. But you call this number and you say, it says, announce your name.
Yeah.
And you announce your name. And then that number calls Howard and says, would you like to speak to Bubba the Love Sponge? Or whatever name you said. And then he either kicks you to voicemail or next thing you know is like, hey, Bubba, how you doing? Like, ooh. I do get nervous when I speak to him on the phone. I do.
That's okay.
He's probably the only guy I get nervous around. Like, I don't get nervous around Tony Stewart. I don't get nervous around. I've talked to Larry Bird on the phone before. I've talked to Dion quite a bit. I don't get nervous around any of those guys. I just get nervous around Howard.
I'd say Christina Aguilera's Instagram, since that's what he kind of was, and see what you think of her.
Is this what he was going crazy over?
Yeah.
Let me see here. Poor Brett Favre. We got to get him on again so we can talk about the stuff that I blew it and should have talked about. I don't even remember. Was it good?
It was really good.
Really?
I mean, Andy already said he really enjoyed it. He's not even a football guy.
Oh, this is Christina Aguilera. This is what he's going for here.
It's hard for me to see. She looks like she.
Oh, if you scroll down a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. She looks great.
Where she was.
And that's what Howard, well, yeah, because, boy, there for a while.
He just started accusing her of being on Ozempic. He doesn't know for sure. I mean, she probably is, but who knows?
Is that?
That's her when she was like 18, 17. Come on.
Is this her now?
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot
that's
of
pretty
makeup,
strong.
though.
They always wear a lot of makeup.
I mean, a lot of makeup. Yuck.
What do you mean, yuck? That's not yuck.
Yeah, like just all the makeup. I just want to. I want a natural.
Body's good though.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
it's a nice bod.
I got to
nice
feel
little
after you blasted her though, you'd have makeup everywhere.
Yeah,
just like I usually got coconut oil everywhere.
It's usually just for the shoot.
No, but I'm sure that she puts on that kind of makeup when she's blasted. Like it says, she met a guy at the. Let's just say that she met a guy at the shoot, and then they want to go back and blast. Well, she's got all of her makeup on.
Yeah, I suppose then.
Guys don't like makeup. You look at like the next morning, your sheets, your gray or tan sheets that you have like these pumpkin orange patches on them, Lummy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you look at her and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, you got to be careful of that. I remember I met this guy randomly at like some party in college for just one night, and he was telling me just like the most insightful stuff, and he was saying that, I remember he said something, he said, ugly bitches are the most fertile. He said that to me. And he said one time he was blasting this chick, and she, he was blasting her when they went into the shower. She had eyebrows, and when they came out of the shower, she did not. And he was like, I thought I was blasting like an otter. And
so hold on. So she had the big fake eyelashes on.
No, not eyelashes. It was like, I think she was, Hispanic, which is seems to be pretty popular. At least it was in like 2007.
Eyebrows.
Where they would draw on their eyebrows.
Oh yeah. They look like the Rock. They would draw on some Rock eyebrows.
I don't know if anyone watched Seinfeld, but like kind of like an Uncle Leo situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he was like, one time he was blasting this, quote, hot chick. They went in the shower, continued blasting. When he came out, it's like her face was gone and she didn't have any eyebrows, and it freaked him out.
Well, if you watch TikTok and Instagram and stuff, all these chicks will be like, they start putting their makeup on, and they're like, they start applying their makeup, showing you how they do it.
Yeah.
And to me, man, it makes them look completely stupid, because it's like, you're really not that hot.
No, some of them actually flex on the fact that they're ugly, and they make themselves hot.
Is that a flex?
Yeah, I mean, I saw this one chick who didn't have no teeth. But she didn't have no teeth. She started out with no teeth, and then put in the teeth, and then all of a sudden she put on the makeup, and she was like a 10.
Right.
I mean,
So
I'll find her.
So you look at her, she's got no teeth, so she's got the gum action, and then she throws in the fake Steve Harveys, paints on her face, and she's like a 10. But she starts out like literally like a 4.
I am not
She starts
kidding.
at a 4.
Let's see if I can find her.
Pops in her.
Did you?
It's old. Yeah,
We've probably seen it before.
Yeah.
Lummy's got it.
This girl.
Did you send it to me, Lummy?
Yeah.
Okay. Lummy's really on top of things today.
I can go from this
Princess Glitterhead or something. Yeah. Okay.
to this.
Wait,
Hi,
start it
I'm
again.
Alicia. I'm 36 years old, and I got these snap indentures when I was 34. And I told myself,
oh my God.
Yeah, she looks like an old witch.
my.
I can go from this.
Hold on.
To this.
Could you imagine if you took
my
that girl home
God.
and then she takes out her teeth and her makeup
And you wake up with this?
Yeah.
with no teeth?
And
What
she's
would
got
you
the
do,
nubs
Bubba?
with the TJ Maxx kicker?
Would you get out of there
I can go
quickly?
from
I would be like, this should be criminal.
this to this. Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm 36 years old, and I got these snap indentures when I was 34. And I told myself when I went through this, there was not going to be a single person that could say a damn thing to me that would make me feel bad about it. You want to know why? Because it was the best thing I did for myself. When you know that you've taken care of yourself, it doesn't matter why we needed dentures. I don't really give a shit what the reason is. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is right now and today what we're doing to
Did she have meth mouth? It looked like it might have been.
It does look like meth mouth.
make it better. I can go from this.
Yeah, it's frightening.
Here, I sent you the 49-second clip of her.
Oh, God.
Transforming.
To this.
I think I know which one you're going to send.
Yeah.
You should be calling the cops up immediately and say, I have been fleeced. Yeah, I have been.
Sir, what are you calling to complain about?
I'm calling that I am going to
Yes, that's the one I'm
for the
looking
rest of my life. I'm going to have mental problems.
Oh, and her hair's fake. Everything's fake.
Yeah.
And this is her right here.
Yeah.
It goes on and on and on. Remind me of
Oh, she's a Packer fan.
That's his club all day.
Easy on the Packers.
Sorry.
dreaming about the things that we could be. You already know. That's what kill me when I'm in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, is it too late now to say I need a one dance? And then we start to dance and I'm singing like, oh, I want something just like.
Oh my God.
Like, Lumpy, you'd see that girl. Now,
That's a pretty
now,
woman.
Now, of course, Lumpy, no disrespect to your lovely wife, but like if you're Lumpy single, before your beautiful family, and you and I are hanging out, we're like, Lumpy, look at that bitch right there.
Oh, yeah.
My Lord, she's beautiful. Think she puts out?
Oh, yeah. And then you get
It
this.
goes on and on.
Yeah, and then Lumpy, remember that chick I took home yesterday?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God.
10? Yeah, the 10, yeah.
No, 10 minus
Oh, and she's
10.
got jugs. You missed the jugs at the end.
Hold on, so she doesn't, like she puts on prosthetic jugs?
No. Like she has probably breast implants or something.
But like right there, she looks like she's got small T energy.
Just watch the video.
Yes, I'm in the zone. Dreaming about the things that we could be.
See, like us dudes, we don't got that. We just don't have
those tools,
that ability.
You have facial hair, and that's pretty much
we
it.
can, maybe trim up the beard, make sure the teeth are nice, make sure the hair's nice. Make sure maybe we're tan. But Anna, we can't,
no, you can't
laterally
transform.
Put in, eyebrows and eyelashes and toner and lipstick and teeth.
Don't believe me, just watch. Is it too late now to say I need a one dance? And then we start to dance and I'm singing like, oh, I want something just.
I mean, she's beautiful. There.
I feel over now, but I feel it still. Duh. I want you to be happier because.
I mean, that's a hot bitch.
They should get thrown in jail immediately for that.
That's right.
False
For
advertising.
real. A lot of things
She
going on.
says it's all
there.
because of the fake teeth.
Well, yeah, I mean,
God bless her.
I gotta think that the teeth are the biggest, game changer in the whole deal. But just even chicks that have regular teeth, there's so many of them that look like that. Take the teeth aspect out of it because that's the shocking part of it. But let's just say a girl has decent teeth, but she's just got just a horrible, complexion and just looks like straight West Virginia white trash. And then, with a couple layers of this and a couple layers of that and eyelashes and eyebrows and mascara and lip liner and toner and cheek plumper and all that kind of stuff. Then they look like literally like the hottest chick ever.
Yeah. It's insane.
I wouldn't even want to date a chick like that. Be like, you're walking, because I want you to walk around naturally cute.
Right, and then maybe get enhanced a little bit.
Yeah, like when Merch Crick and I went to Ronnie's wedding, she actually had her makeup did at the spa. It was $100.
Oh my god!
Because she doesn't really know how to do her makeup. Like some girls really know how to do them, and Merch Crick really doesn't know how to do her makeup that well. So she went down there, and they just really did her eyes, and I even told her, I said, "Do not roll up here looking like you're going on a photo shoot, for Maxim magazine." Because I don't like foundation. I don't like a bunch of that. I don't like Anna, you're naturally, you put on a little bit of makeup when you go out, kind of just do your eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, little powder here.
Nothing
but nothing,
crazy.
When you wake up in the morning, you're not going to be a completely different person.
No.
Than we went to bed with.
And much like Merch Crick, I don't really know how to do makeup very well either.
Yeah,
so it kind of prevents you from looking like a clown because you don't really know how to put it on.
Right. Like, for instance, this picture right here. Let me, hold on. This picture right here. Of course, Mehmet's wife.
Yeah.
Well, Mehmet's wife knows how to do her makeup.
I can't even see her face, so.
This is her right here.
Oh, I'm not looking at her face.
Yeah. Look at her.
Yeah, exactly.
But Mehmet's wife, who's beautiful.
Yeah.
She knows how to do her makeup.
Right.
And she knows how to do it so that it doesn't look like she's wearing a lot, but she looks glamorous. And you the first thing you think of is, wow, she's beautiful, and she knows how to do her makeup.
And she has nice chugs.
And she's, yeah, whoa. So she, Merch Crick went down, got her makeup did, looked unbelievable.
Oh, I hope you told her that.
I think I think
Do you
I
tell
did.
her that she's pretty when you like the way she looks?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, when's the last time that you saw me? I don't even take pictures, right? I don't.
But I mean, if you see her looking good, you tell her.
I
that
don't
she
even
looks good.
take pictures. And look what I made the thumbnail here. How about that? Huh? Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, Lummy.
But do you tell her? Is what I said.
What do you mean?
If you see her looking beautiful, do you tell her?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, man, your ass looks good. You got to keep up those stiff-legged squats in the gym. That's what's doing it. That's how I.
So you basically give yourself credit?
No, I go like yesterday. She was making me something to eat at the island, my kitchen island.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm sitting behind the island, and she's whipping me up like a salami sandwich. It's my final feeding of the day on it. It's about 12:15, and she had those scrunchy kind of pants on, like those kind of popped her ass out a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And I go, hey, man, those pants really pop out your ass. She goes, thank you. And I go, but those stiff-legged deadlifts really, really are what's doing it. So I don't want to hear it. So then I told her, I don't want to hear any crap. Because a lot of times when we're in there training, I train her, Anna, and she doesn't want to do stiff-legged. She hates doing stiff-legged deadlifts. She hates it. Mm-hmm. That's her out of all the lifts, that's the one she hates. I know that. I know that. But it's essential to your glute and ass development. It really is a good exercise.
It is really good for the bottom undercarriage of the ass.
Right. Right.
Sure.
I mean,
it's actually probably one of my favorites.
It's a really good exercise.
Yeah, like good mornings, anything that's doing the reverse
and so
deadlift.
Her ass advancement in life is because I have, made her. She never did these things before she hooked up with me. She never went to the gym and worked out and stuff like that. It's important. As you get older, if you want to keep that ass popping, if you want to be able to bounce a quarter off that ass, Lummy.
That's right. John Review, 20 on the Venmo.
So yes, Anna, I do commend her, but I always try to throw myself in there.
I know. Get
myself a little something.
Hip thrusts are also really good for the booty.
Britney Spears said that she had an abortion.
Oh no!
While she was dating Justin Timberlake, and she says that he definitely wasn't happy about the pregnancy. Hell no, he didn't want to have a kid by you, bitch.
I can't imagine anyone would be happy about the pregnancy and then have an abortion.
Well, here's the deal. The person that needs to be happy that you got pregnant is the dude that got you pregnant, Kevin Federline. Poor little guy had nothing going for him except being a good-looking dancer, one of your backup dancers who you just couldn't resist. So he blasted the hell out of you, got you 2 kids. Now Kevin Federline will never have to work another day in his life.
No,
I like that. That's usually goes against how it usually goes. Usually some chick will get knocked up by a rich dude and she'll never have to work for the rest of her life, right?
Yes.
I love when the Kevin Federlines come along and they get like a Britney Spears or a Celine Dion or a Barbara Streisand, something like that. They get her all knocked up, get 2 kids out of her. The latest was Ricky Lake.
Ricky Lake?
No,
Or Kelly Clarkson.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. Kelly Clarkson.
That's what I meant.
That's what I meant. No, I did mean that.
She actually lost a bunch of weight. She looks great.
She's on the
Ricky Lake,
Ozempic.
too.
Probably.
She's on the Ozempic. Anyway, Kelly Clarkson, she gets this regular dude. He's like, okay, I'll blast a big girl for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I'd blast a real big girl. I'd blast Kelly Clarkson if I knew I had $15 million coming to me in 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Blast the hell out of her.
For the rest of your life.
No, not for the rest of your life. You do it till you get her knocked.
No, I meant you get that money.
Yeah. Like, let me do me a favor and Google what Kelly Clarkson's husband got.
Kevin Federline is now making $35,000 a year or a month. I'm sorry, a month.
Anna, $35,000 a month for 2 little rugrats.
It was 20, and he came back and said that it wasn't enough, so he got 35.
He's got 35. Plus, I guarantee he got an upfront Willie.
Oh yeah.
What about Kelly Clarkson? I think that she had to give
she's paying alimony.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, that's kind of reminds me along the same lines of like OJ.
What do you mean OJ?
Well, it was like,
Nobody's getting killed here.
So it looks like he got
this is one for our people, even though he clearly did it.
He
let him off.
Brandon Blackstock was her ex-husband.
Kelly Clarkson.
He got a one-time payment of $1.3 million.
Hell yeah! This Kevin Clarkson guy, he just rolls around, good for nothing, hard telling what he's doing. Hard even telling what he did before he started blasting Kelly Clarkson. He blasts her up with 2 kids, and he got what now? For a down payment of what?
$1.3 million.
1.3 mil.
And then he gets $115,000 per month until January 31st, 2024.
All right, so he gets. This has been going on for a while. Yeah. So he gets $115,000 until February 1st, and then what's it go down to?
That cuts off. But since he's been divorced, he gets $45,000 a month per for their 2 children. Till they're 18.
So he got a one-time payment of $1.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's currently getting $115,000 a month until January, the last day of January. Then it goes down to $45,000.
Well,
for the rest until those kids turn 18.
Yeah, but it looks like it was $115,000 for spousal support, and he was also getting the $45,000 for the child support.
There you go.
So he was getting $160,000 a month.
Yeah. So for a couple of years, he was getting $160,000. Can you have $160,000 a month?
That's a $1.3 million signing bonus.
I mean, does that make you feel good as a man, though?
Hell yeah.
I don't think Brandon Blackstock cares.
I'm just asking.
You don't know who he is when he's in the bar.
Makes me feel good as hell. Lummy drinks are on me all the time. We're traveling private.
Yep.
Everything.
I mean, I guess if you hate your wife and you're sticking it to her, but otherwise.
She's a pig.
Not anymore. No, she looks good. She looks freaking amazing.
Send me, correct me.
Recently.
On my Kelly Clarkson opinion. Is it like what Howard said over Christina Aguilera? Is it that big of a deal?
Well, Kelly Clarkson did just recently, what was it, last year, Lummy? She did the NFL Honors Show.
Yeah.
And she was pretty big at that show. Yeah.
She's big as hell.
A heifer.
She's a fat ass.
Not anymore.
But this isn't the first time she's ever gone gotten big for a little bit, got skinny, and then got big again.
No. She was small when she first got famous, and then she just ballooned up from there, kind of like me.
I thought she ballooned up, and then
the more famous I got, the fatter I got.
There you go.
I thought she ballooned up, lost it, and then got big again.
Yeah, but you like them thick. You want her to be thick.
Yeah.
Did you send me a picture?
I did.
Anna did?
I did. Look at mine.
I'll check Anna's first. Let me just.
I got a whole article with before and afters.
What do you got, Lummy?
You just wanted a picture.
I got it.
Short and quick.
Scroll down. Okay. That's up. Down. There you go.
Wow.
Pretty strong.
Wow. Is it on the zip?
By the way, she was pregnant in that picture.
Was she?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I mean,
yeah, you see the baby bell, and there's
I don't
picture
know if she's pregnant.
When she was America's Song Contest on NBC,
sure?
she was pregnant.
She probably just looks pregnant. They wouldn't put a pregnant picture of her next to a slim picture.
They put the worst picture. Have you ever seen some of the pictures they used of me?
No.
You were pregnant.
And not looking. Do I have a boyfriend? No. and not looking.
Damn. The last one cost you 2 kids and about $1.50 a month.
Yeah.
I get my tubes tied immediately.
You know why? Because I love being single. I forgot that I forgot. But it's, and then also look, I
mean, plus if you need D, you could get D.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be tied down to a dude just for him to come throw you some D. If you're Kelly Clarkson and you're looking pretty good, you just call Red up and say, hey, can you give me some of that ginger D?
I don't know if I know I'm getting 15 mil out of the deal.
No. You're just going to be able to come stay the night with me and we'll take you to dinner.
Yeah, you're just
D. You're not a relationship.
That's okay.
You're not relationship D. You're not getting paid D. You're just D.
That's okay.
Why not give it to her?
Yeah.
I'm
sure there's perks.
Probably be better than some of the beasts that you've been with at the La Quinta.
I don't know if beasts.
I mean, I'm saying
come
the
on,
word
Monet was
for
a
it.
beast.
No, she was not.
I got
Yes,
the
she was.
short stack
She
at the
was
La Quinta. I'm sure
She's a
Kelly
big old
Clarkson.
bitch. Don't lie.
You guys think she just looked like Precious?
There you go. Hold on.
and not looking.
I blast you.
You know why? Because I love being single. I forgot that I forgot.
I put my hand over your mouth, choke you out.
Stop.
But it's,
Sorry.
and then also look, I have 2 kids, 2 dogs, 3 rabbits, a hamster,
Gonna make love to the hamster.
multiple jobs.
Your vagina is dried up, buddy.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and I really, that was a.
You know that when the kids are over to Pops and the house is your 22,000 square foot mansion's a little bit lonely on a Sunday and all your wait staff is gone for the night and it's about 6 o'clock and you start getting a little tingling in your pants. You break out the vibrator maybe with a kangaroo chaser and then you call up Brett. You know, your guard.
After the vibrator?
Well, yeah, you get yourself all juice boxed up.
You're probably done after that. You're just tired.
I mean, maybe you fall asleep with your mouth wide open and the thing laying on the side. You're like,
I'm out.
You're out because you got your niz. But there's other chicks that say, "Man, I'm just getting warmed up, man. I need to get the filthy ginger over here immediately, laying some filthy ginger pipe."
Hitachi gets them worked up.
You think you're going to spend the rest of your life as one, you don't. That's hard to start over on that. So
there's no starting over. Just get to D. There's plenty of dudes that would just lay the D to you. Just lay it.
Maybe she's looking for some.
Maybe she
more
thinks
connection.
she's looking for that, but she's not. She's not looking for that.
Women aren't looking for a connection.
They say that, but they'll take the D.
You know she's getting D. She's just
a lot of times connections start with D.
Yeah. But also sometimes they don't just want the D. They want you to stay and cuddle.
All right.
That disgust you?
No, I could do that.
Yeah,
if I'm laying the D and you want me to cuddle with you, and it keeps, by me cuddling with you, keeps me being able to give you the D, I cuddle.
And fly private jet sometimes?
Yeah, and then maybe every once in a while you call me up and be like, hey, Bubba, it's Kelly. Yeah, I know I'm just your F buddy on Sundays when you're lonely, but yeah, but I was thinking about maybe we fly to L.A. this weekend and go to the Chargers Chiefs games. I got box tickets.
Click.
I'm there.
Yeah, let me.
Right.
No, for real.
You would go to L.A.
Not now, Bubba Clem today. Talking Bubba Clem when I was her age, bitch.
When you're 488.
No, not even fat, just young.
Yeah, he wasn't 48 when he was in his 40s.
God, I hate you. God, why do I employ her, Lummy?
God, she's calling you 488 the whole time on the private jet with Kelly Clarkson.
488.
Shut up.
She's 388, you're 488.
Brittany says that she was very sad about her pregnancy with Justin Timberlake. And she's going to lay it all out in her new book called The Woman in Me, published by Simon & Schuster, division of CBS parent company Paramount Global. It's set for release next Tuesday. Exclusive excerpts from The Woman in Me will be available on CBS Mornings.
Can't wait to read it.
People Magazine's platform this week ahead of the book's release. Wendy Nagel, the People Magazine's editor-in-chief, ordered exclusive insights Tuesday into the book, which also gives a glimpse into Spears' life under a restrictive legal conservatorship. So I guess in the book it talks about her having an abortion with Justin Timberlake. Tell me that wouldn't have been an absolute crap show for poor Justin.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's just trying to go out and be Justin Timberlake. You know how he slays it, right?
Yeah.
He just slays. Isn't he married to Mia Khalifa? No, that's...
no, Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's married to Jessica Biel, right?
She's actually sane.
And isn't she like super duper hot.
Yeah, she's not doing dances with knives. Tell you that much.
Let me send me Jessica Biel.
She was in Seventh Heaven. Did you ever watch that show? I did.
Yeah,
it was good.
No, Seventh Heaven.
so
It might be a porno I watched back in the 80s, but did you send me Jessica
I'm
Biel?
trying to get the newest ones, and here it comes.
The newest Jessica Biel?
Yes.
It's Kelly Clarkson.
Oh God, no.
Oh, yeah, I know her. I know this girl.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Justin's blasting that. That's where he needs to be, not this. And dear Brittany, what in the hell are you doing? What is the end game with this? Now, are we going to make this a franchise so that it's like, Sharp Knife Fridays and you're going to do this every Friday? Okay, maybe I understand it then.
It's for content.
But this does not make you look very good. Yes, it's content. But I guess if you get as many clicks and as much viewers as millions and millions and millions of views if you're Britney Spears, who's nearly 40 years old, who, by the way, still has just an absolute incredible body.
Yes, she does.
I mean, she even has that kind of pubic little indentation for when you're really in shape.
Really? Because I feel like
is
her stomach just kind of protruding, and that's
no. It's of course you would think that way because you're a girl and you're jealous, but no, she's just really in shape, especially for having popped out 2 pups.
That's true.
She's popped out 2 pups, and she's still got that little pubic.
Yeah, and I
little
shouldn't
slit.
compare her to like her 20-year-old self, which was just absolutely
compare her
world.
to a woman that's 5 years older than you are.
Yes, no, she's doing great. I mean, kind of.
Yeah, she's. By the way,
body's good.
Dear Brittany,
brain not so much.
Dear Brittany, you have zero rhythm. You might want to take knife dancing lessons before you start doing this type of.
C'est moi.
These are real knives too.
Yeah.
And now she puts it up to her throat, does she not?
She sure does. Blade side up.
I think deep down she wants to be one of those chefs that you go and they make the food right in front of you.
Hibachi.
I think she wants to go work at Kobe's Steakhouse.
That'd be so funny.
She's
That's
gonna
her
put shrimp
dream.
into her hat.
Yeah, she's gonna do the volcano, the shrimp into your hat. She's gonna throw the shrimp tail in your dad's water glass,
and it's in your pocket.
He's gonna take the egg and spin it around and then cut it in half. And it's just like I feel like she wants to go. I feel like that's what she wants. Dear Brittany, do you want to work on the hibachi grill? Just say so. We can cut out all this knife nonsense and get you
one of those hats.
Get you one of those hats and get you properly trained up. And I mean, Anna, I'm going to tell you right now, I would pay a pretty penny if I could go to a hibachi grill if Brittany was my hibachiist.
Hell yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, actually, maybe not, because maybe, she's dicing up the tomatoes, then she just turns on you, stabs you right in the face.
And guess what? Do you know how rich you are at that point? If you triggered Britney
Spears,
Spears,
alive.
Your guy ain't gonna let her get much more than a half a stab in. Please, he'll be right there, no problem. You get a half a stab on the cheek. Dan sews it up like he did Lummy's. Nobody sees nothing, but you all of a sudden get $18 million.
Woo! Drinks on me.
Stab my face, bitch. Say it.
Stab my face, bitch. She looks happy though. Like, look at. Oh, okay. I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Listen, she's an artist. Okay.
Is she listening to her own music?
Is microdosing? Has Mitch got a hold of this chick?
Mitch is her supplier.
I mean, it's kind of sexy, right?
No,
I don't think so.
It's not.
Not at all.
If my friend, like if Denzel or
hey babe,
or Sumo or one of my single friends texted me and go, hey man, I'm dating this girl here in Columbus, Indiana, and she's pretty hot, but she likes to play with knives and all. And I got a couple videos I'll send you. Tell me what you think about her.
What if you were out of town for a couple of weeks and like Merch Crick sent you a video like that?
I would tell her I need you moved out by the time I get
You need to
back.
lay off the Ambien immediately.
I need you to move out. Merch Crick's got the proficiency to take you down.
Oh. then she does the little spinny thing that she always does. There it is. There it is.
An ass out.
Yep.
I mean, now, here's what you don't realize, and I'm really not trying to be like a mom or a yenta or like a
mom.
Like
you shouldn't play with knives.
Like I'm not trying to be like a yenta or a mom. We're like
Helicopter parent.
Don't play with knives, little Johnny. Johnny, don't get too close to that electrical socket. Like you make your kid live in a bubble. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not that way. I'm adventurous. If my kid wants to shoot a BB gun, he can. He wants to drive a 700 horsepower late model that could kill him, he can.
Right.
But I got to say, man, somebody needs to tell Brittany, you honest to God, especially in that type of, surface, the tile sometimes can get slick. And if she just, with all this foot movement and all this going around
momentum.
stuff, and momentum, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for her to lose her balance.
One of her little doggies comes.
Yeah, or she hits that into this table, right?
Oh yeah.
And next thing you know, she lands on. I mean, there have been people that have gotten killed because they landed on a knife they were carrying. They weren't trying to kill themselves, but they tripped while holding a knife in some capacity and stabbed themselves, and they died.
Yep. Yes, bitch, slay. I like it.
Great parents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really their fault. They took over for 10 years and had her on track. We didn't see any of this stuff when they had her, right?
Nope.
Now we see now we see this stuff from her.
I wonder how many times she sees her kids.
I would say probably not often.
I would say maybe supervised too. If I'm Bubba Federline, I'm sending this to the judge and saying, "Dear Your Honor, do you think I need to leave my kids next weekend for the entire weekend over there?"
Nope.
So one of them gets their necks slit. I lose my kid, and let's not forget I get $18,000 a month for that kid.
Yeah.
Striving to reach new lows every day. It's Bubba the Love Sponge.
I need my water that I left up there. Hello, I'm back. You want another donut?
No, but I want you to do, if you could very well please take that and put it in take that used milk glass and put it in the sink with a little bit of water in there. And you can go like that if you'd like to. With your cousin looking haircut.
Don't blame the haircut, blame me. I'm gonna cut it shorter.
You won't. We've been through that.
Stop
with it. Stop. 'Cause
Steve. Hey guys, 101, what's up? Oh, Dark Mike Steve sent me a video of, I guess someone did Brittany behind the hibachi grill.
Oh, send it to me.
I just sent it to you now. What's up, Crazy Horse? Yeah, those point scores in the league. Losing record.
every car on the road. Plus,
You pick the mechanic you trust.
acts now for $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-855-723-8226 now.
We are following breaking news. Capitol police officers say roughly 300 people.
Insurrection. Yes, please yours.
Our worlds revolve around food, but food impacts our world too. On the low carbon diet.
Don't make dolls. It don't make sense.
Chris.
Ooh, hear that?
Drink the chair. Crack the plastic. Yeah, it seems like a crazy horse. The old man. Morning, what's up, Mom? We know who did it. That Kenny Powers.
Oh,
Guess what? Time for insults aplenty. And they're all from the heart.
Collateral damage of the truth.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Kevin Hazlett. It looks like Kevin's going to be in tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
At about 8:30 to push his little pumpkin patch holiday Halloween fiesta.
Pumpkin patch party.
Yeah. His Halloween pumpkin patch party that he does every year. His firm does it, and it's quite frankly, if you live in Pinellas County, it's pretty cool. It's actually kind of a cool little community event. You know, everybody in the community that's kind of around where the firm lives, and all the neighborhood people and all the kids, and a lot of people even drive from pretty far away to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this 4 or 5 acre area.
It's a compound, really.
Yeah, like his firm is right smack dab like in Clearwater, off of Belcher Road, like where there's no large fields of anything. Everything's all built up.
Yes.
But behind Kevin's firm, his firm has like 3 wings to it, like 3 separate buildings, and they're all interconnected. But behind it is like this 3 or 4 acres of like, you would think that literally you're in Ocala somewhere. And they put different booths, and they put a big pumpkin patch, and they give away free pumpkins for the kids, and face painting, and food, and drink, and I think some beer.
Yeah, I don't think he did it last year. He normally does it for the St. Patty's Day.
Okay, the
And
St.
a shirt.
Patty's.
You get shirts.
Shirts. Like it's pretty cool. It really is. And everything's free and you could go get you a hot dog, go get you a chili dog, go get you a funnel cake, go get you an ice cream. How much is it? Nothing.
Yep.
You just walk right up to the vendor and they give it to you. I'll take 2, please.
Yeah, Ashley and Walker and her parents are going to it.
Oh, I know. I bet.
Walker's going to have fun there.
So, yeah, he will. He'll be trying to look for all the chicks.
Of course.
So it looks like Kevin tomorrow at about 8:30. Don't forget today, the Brett Favre Past Packers podcast with me and Tony Madrich will drop today on our YouTube channel, and also on our YouTube channel, both, of course, everything that we do at the Bubba Army. From Venmo to PayPal to Cash App to YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to Locals to Rumble to Lummy, we're to Twitter to X.
We're everywhere.
It's all at the Bubba Army. Lummy, did you look into the Bonagino deal? Is he calling himself?
He calls his chat Bongino Army.
That doesn't even have a good ring to it.
I know.
Has anybody corrected him and say you're kind of biting off Bubba a little bit on that, yo?
No, I don't believe anyone has.
Do you want me to write a handwritten letter?
Yes.
I will.
For real.
I will.
Dear
like, listen, bitch.
No, like.
Should I start it like that?
Dear
bitch.
Dear Mr. Bonagino, I work for a man named Bubba the Love Sponge. He's called his listeners and his followers the Army since 1996. Here's our logo. I'm complete with our QR code. And we have...
I'm setting him a sticker?
Yeah, I might as well. You might as well. And just be like to truly prove
a polo?
To truly prove that, this is not just... And we're not just calling it the Bubba Army. We actually live by the code of Bubba Army, where there's merchandise and signs and rings and hats and tactical bags and polos and high res and all the deals.
It's a cult.
It's just not some flim-flammy name that you're going to call the people that are in your chat. Dan Bonagino, have a little bit more, come on, have some. I've always known you to be a very straight-up dude, like a very straight-up former military, no bullcrap, say it like it is, straight up, just straight up, a man's man. Well, stop using the Army. If you're truly a man's man, recognize that's my gimmick. It's my gimmick.
Yeah, do like the Bongino Brigade or something.
Yeah, the Bongino Brigade. That sounds so much better. Yeah. So do that, buddy. Appreciate you. So now this guy here, we had a hold on.
What does support for the governor mean to you?
So Tampa, in particular, got a plane full of Israeli.
They're Americans.
Oh, I'm sorry. These are Americans that were over there.
They're stuck there.
And came back.
Correct.
And were they like Americans that were like subcontractors
or just on vacation?
Oh, even vacation?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's this clip or another, but there was a family of 5 that were just on vacation.
Just
got stuck there.
Much like, you and your dad who vacation over there. It could have been.
I don't really, but my dad does.
No,
yeah.
but it wouldn't be uncommon. Like if your dad said, hey, Anna, you come with me this trip. You and your dad could be over there.
Sure, absolutely.
He's got property there.
He sure does.
And now did DeSantis particularly arrange this, or was this just prearranged?
No.
And DeSantis got there for the photo
They gave him
op?
the funding for it, I believe.
DeSantis signed an executive order 23-208 to allow the state of Florida to carry out these logistical rescue and evacuation operations.
Project Dynamo.
And what did we use for planes?
They were chartered planes.
Mm-hmm.
We chartered them?
Mhm.
Like from,
private
Spirit or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, Spirit and
The
Frontier.
big thing is this is
Spirit and Frontier?
Yeah.
Did the guy in the front row get cheaped out of the big comfy chair
No,
like
he
me?
got your big comfy chair.
Why can't you take my Cessna?
602nd
mission that we've done to rescue American citizens, 602.
Not just with
We're at
Israel,
like
but-
6,700 people, something like that. And this is the first time a single American politician has met us. Not one. It's not a Republican thing. It's not a Democrat thing. It's a...
So DeSantis was there when they landed at TIA. Mm-hmm. And that's good. He needs to be there. Like as the governor of this state that potentially okayed and earmarked this money to go get these people, he needs to be there. That's a good look for him all day. Like, as a politician, this is a good look for him.
Yep.
Respect for America thing. So I can't thank the governor himself enough. Without the governor, this flight would have been, who knows if we would have gotten out with the airspace closing and all those things. So I can't thank the governor enough. My crew has been awesome.
The governor needs to kind of run with this a little bit more. I mean, a lot of people don't know about this.
Well,
are they burying
it? The media doesn't cover good things that DeSantis does. Only bad things.
And listen, I'm not a big DeSantis fan. I think he completely jumped.
I don't know. It was in WFLA for the last few days.
Yeah, it's WFLA. We're talking about
national news. Yeah.
My case managers, who are the real backbone, they've been away for 4 days. We got missiled last night as we took off. So it's been it's been an interesting experience. We have 270 people, 91 kids, and 4 dogs, all straight, all Americans. Minus one. We got one dude from the Czech Republic. So 269 Americans.
But we made him work the beverage cart.
Yeah.
And a Czech dude and 4 dogs. But the kids are awesome. The people are awesome. We love doing. At Project Dynamo, we're entirely donor funded. So projectdynamo.org, as many people know, is where you can go to donate. But these operations don't happen in a vacuum. And bottom line is, these are American citizens. I don't care if they're Jewish or Christian or Muslim. We rescued everybody. The only thing we haven't done yet is a Native American, because they don't go to war zones.
They're smart.
They're all dead.
But I can't thank the governor enough. I can't thank his team enough. His team has been great. Different parts of the...
why don't they show any footage of the governor welcoming these people off the plane?
Florida State Machine.
I don't know
My
if in
team,
this
we've been
clip,
working really
but I
hard.
saw
I haven't
it.
slept in 4 days. This means so much to us.
What does this one, with the support of Florida and the governor, mean to you?
No, go me. You have to ask them. But I would suspect that a friend of mine on the plane, he's been to 4 funerals this week for kids. 4 funerals.
All right, so that's the news.
Yeah.
I wish they would have covered it a little bit more efficiently, and that is having the governor there.
Different videos they had.
As they're walking off, and it seems like if this was indeed funded or partially signed into law by the governor, I think the governor needs to get a lot more. I mean, listen, I'm the first person that gets on. I get on DeSantis.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been not very happy with some of the decisions he's been making of late.
Your girl had him on, it looks like yesterday.
Who?
Megyn Kelly.
Oh, she did? Yeah. Is she pushing that deal?
Yeah, she talked about it yesterday.
Is she
I sent it to you.
Is she a Trumper or is she a DeSantis?
I don't know if she really likes Trump. Her and Trump had it out back at the debate.
I feel like they've mended that wound.
Well, I mean, I think everybody.
Ready for this?
I think everybody's going to have to end up doing business with Donald Trump.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
They don't want Biden. Yeah.
Of the American people, both from their
God,
coffers.
she looks good.
And
God, she looks good.
She looks so good.
She looks so good. Look at Ron. He looks like he just got over a. Look at him.
Ron looks terrible.
Ron looks, honest to God, as good as Megyn Kelly looks, is as bad as he looks. He looks like he's lost some weight, but he looks gaunt.
He was coughing when he was welcoming the
And from our
evacuees back. He was like had a bad cough.
Still wearing his dad's suits.
Do you know what he looks like? He looks tired.
Yeah, he probably is.
blood and treasure in our military. And so even though I know you're pro-Israel and I'm pro-Israel too, there is some concern about just how involved the U.S. should get in this conflict. How do you see it?
Well, one of the things that I've appreciated about the U.S.-Israel relationship and our support for them is they've never asked us to assume responsibilities that they should be assuming for themselves. They work very hard to have a strong and capable military. Support we've given them over the years, whether it's Iron Dome or some of these other programs, that has supplemented what they're doing for themselves. So they are not going to ask us to displace that. in all of Israel's conflicts for 75 years, U.S. ground troops have not been a part of that. There's no basis to do that for us. I don't think that that's really where we're going to show.
Kind of like, Philip, Anna's dad, friends said, hey, we're capable, our Israeli government and military, we're capable of handling Hamas. We got that. We can handle that. No problem. We will absolutely make that, like, they are very, very stiff on what they're going to do to Gaza and to Hamas.
But they just have the ability to do it.
Yes, and it's all, it's
easily.
It's close. It's in general proximity of where their military establishments are, and it's not easy, but they can do it.
Yeah.
But just like Jack and C?
Yael.
C-O.
What?
No.
What's her name?
Yael.
Yael.
Yeah.
Just like Jack and Yael said, what we need is America to be here to kind of flank our backs a little bit in case Syria and Jordan and some of these people start getting Iran, they start getting a little, itchy on the trigger terrorist finger, and they think that we're, distracted by getting rid of Hamas. We need you guys. We don't need you to do our dirty work. We just need you to have our back. And I don't think there's anything wrong with us doing that. They're our biggest ally in the Middle East, by far. And they're probably, militarily wise, the best ally we have, maybe in general. They might,
very close ties.
They're one of our very best allies. And so, this is about what being an ally is. Having their back, flanking them.
Well, democracies hang together, so.
Support. I think where we show support is primarily the moral clarity to say Israel has a right to defend itself, and they have a right to eliminate Hamas. I mean, I have all these people out there, they're trying to magnify Israel as the problem. They're attacking Israel. They're not calling for Hamas to release the hostages. They're not calling for Hamas to have an unconditional surrender. If you're worried about the civilian casualties that Hamas is trying to inflict by using them as human shields, you should be calling for Hamas to make an unconditional surrender and to release the hostages. People aren't doing that. So they're going to need...
And here's the deal. He's right in the fact that, we could eliminate all of this death and destruction if Hamas just stops, turns itself in, or quits, or moves, or more importantly, just stops.
Just get back the hostages, 120 or whatever.
99.
Give back all the hostages.
But that's their only point of leverage.
No, but
that's it.
But boy, that sand in that hourglass is really, really, really starting to get kind of thin.
Yeah.
Us, and I don't think Biden's gonna do this over the long haul. But America should stand with them and say they have the right to not only defend themselves, but to end this problem with Hamas once and for all. There's going to be a lot of pressure from the UN, all these other places, to tell Israel.
Just like Jack said, it's not going to be pretty, but we got to eliminate Hamas. We have to kill every one of them.
Yeah,
that's their mentality.
What other choice do they have?
Right,
to back off. But they can't live like this.
But I love that they have that type of resiliency. I love that's their mindset. They're not all snowflaked out saying, well, maybe we can
They don't have a
talk
choice.
to them and deal with them a little bit and make sure they stay in this little area. No, we've been down that path for a long time, and it doesn't work. Right?
Yeah.
We have flare-ups all the time, and I'm over it, bitch. We are, if I'm BB yachting, I'm like,
What?
BB yachting.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm done with you. Done effed around, and now you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
I'm over your nonsense. We have nothing it's beyond repair. I'm going to blow you to smithereens, bitches.
Where they could have so many of their people massacred in cold blood. So I think that's the main thing, not U.S. troops, but that strong support. And we'll continue with the military relationship that we have, intelligence, the types of small amounts of aid, relatively speaking, when you think about it. The other thing I think we can do that could be helpful is turn on the full panoply of sanctions against Iran, particularly with respect to energy, to deprive the Iranian regime of the sustenance.
Have we put any sanction on Iran yet? at all.
Oh, yeah, plenty.
Yeah, we've had a good amount of sanctions on Iran for a while.
And when you start unfreezing funds.
But we also gave them $6 billion in funds, did we not?
Unfroze.
Five or six hostages back with a $6 billion kicker.
5 for 5 and a $6 billion.
They got a 5 for 5 with a $6 billion kickback. Tell me where to sign up for that.
They need to continue funding these terror groups. I mean, the fact of the matter is, if Biden had just come in and taken a hard line against the Iranians, who knows whether this operation would have even been able to have happened without the amount of money that Iran has pumped into that area over the last 2.5 years.
You know what I like? I like when Ron DeSantis is fighting against Biden and not Trump.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just like I like when Trump fights against Biden, too, instead of everyone else.
Somebody needs to take these two aside and say, hey, Ronnie D., you can do a couple things here. You can just quit and be the candidate for 2028, or maybe you can be the vice here, or, whatever. If you don't want to be the vice, then we'll fast track you for the 2028. You're going to be the guy for 2028, okay? Trump will anoint you as the guy.
Yeah.
Because I think Trump's VP has got to be somebody even stronger than DeSantis. I think it's got to be one. I think it's got to be a chick.
Pick. It's gonna be a really interesting.
I think
pick.
it's Nikki Haley.
I could see that.
That is an
or
wow.
Tim Scott.
I mean, yeah, but Nikki Haley before Tim Scott.
I can see that.
Nikki Haley's higher in the polls.
I think Nikki Haley really, really will resonate with women. And I think Nikki Haley,
she's Indian,
Right. And I think she'll resonate with, minorities.
Yes.
I really do. And then, Nikki tells Donald, just, can you chill it out just a tad, bud?
I really like her temperament, too.
Yeah, she's
very even keel.
And maybe
maybe
she takes a little bit of that temperament and gets with Donnie and says, Donnie, just chill it out a little bit. We could sit here and have one hell of a run, kid. But you got to stay off that Twitter gimmick.
She's like the anti-Kamala.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to fire everybody from Twitter. And if you don't shut up, I'm going to fire you too.
Pretty much.
Years. So I think those are two really important things.
All right, whatever. Thanks, Ronnie D. Let's send. You know what? I'm all for sending a Florida paid for plane every day until we get every American out of either the Gaza Strip, Palestine, or people in Israel who don't feel safe and they're visiting. Like if your dad was over there right now, Anna, and he wasn't necessarily in his area is probably
he's supposed to go there next month.
But his area is probably not one that's getting bombed. He still probably wouldn't want to be over there.
No way. There's still sirens going on. They can still hear missiles. Israel's such a small country. People don't realize. I think it's a sixth the size of Florida. 1/6.
Yeah, I think I saw
tiny.
one time where they said it was like this. It was like the size of Kentucky or Tennessee.
No, it's way smaller. It's a sixth the size of Florida.
Yeah, they said it's almost the same size as New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tiny.
That's teeny tiny.
Yeah, the whole country.
Breaking news.
We are following breaking news.
Jews say ceasefire. I got a Jew right here who doesn't say that.
What?
The Jew I got right here who's super cool says blast away, bitches.
No, hey. Oh, hey there, friend. I didn't say that.
Well, what are you saying? You're Jewish?
I'm just saying that.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the
Did you wear that shirt?
I'm not wearing no shirt, making myself a target for no one. I'm telling you that right now. Number two, I'm going to just say the IDF should just do whatever it needs to do to eliminate the threat. That's what I should say. And we should also probably cover the hospital bombing in Gaza and the conjecture around that, because that is a really interesting twist.
Well, thank you for telling me how to do my job.
Sorry.
I'll do that next.
Thank you.
Hospital with what? You don't want, God forbid, that we do Jews say ceasefire. That really scared you away. Why'd you even give me the article?
Who asked me if I should be wearing that shirt?
Why did you give me this article if you didn't want me to talk about it? Because you act like it was poison.
Well, you asked me to stand by the quote that said that Israel should just blast them all away.
The majority of the people in this protest
You heard Jack and Elle. They're like, blast, bitches. They live there.
This was pro-Palestinians.
Boots on the ground.
These were like pro-Palestinians that were all in the Capitol.
Yes.
Jews say blast.
Okay.
What?
Well,
we talked
blast
to real
Hamas, yes, but I'm not trying to say like indiscriminately kill civilians because that's what the monsters did.
Jews say let's
collateral
take
damage
back
happens.
the strip, bitches.
Okay.
So
Jews say let's take back the strip. About
the
to get
strip.
ours.
Wasn't there a ceasefire before Hamas attacks?
Oh, there's always these
And now they want a
ceasefires. None of them
ceasefire again?
work.
Well, of course that when it's happening to them, they want a ceasefire.
Don't work. Ceasefires don't work.
You got to eliminate the threat always. So.
And that's by blasting more Jews.
Hamas.
Jews say blast the strip.
Not those Jews. Not those Jews.
These Jews are mad as hell about it. We'll cover that next time.
If you're looking for that non-offensive broadcast,
You're in for a surprise. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I love the sponge.
It's not that kind of love sponge.
Ethnic cleansing is awesome.
But you know what's great about this story is that CBS wrote the first 3 seconds with Jews say ceasefire instead of showing the amount of pro-Palestinians that were in the middle.
No, they are pro-Palestinian.
No, but like Palestinians.
Well, they start there.
But they show that, that's what I'm saying. Like this article starts with Jews.
Of course, because it's like, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Just like when the hospital thing, it said, Israel blast.
And then fucking 2 hours later.
They should have put in the beginning that said Hamas says Israel blast. You put that to the end, people would just see the beginning.
Right, and then when I don't know what actually fucking happened because everyone's saying something different. But then 2 hours later, it was a missile that fell short, and everybody that I was following that was fucking rah Palestine didn't say anything about that.
That's because they still didn't do it. Everyone's come out. They even have recordings, they have video.
I know. I watched Pierce.
Israel didn't do it.
No, it was.
Well, they
Hamas.
show that. Well, Islamic Jihad, essentially.
It was Hamas.
Well, yeah, or a rival jihadist militant group, but still.
They shot it from behind the hospital in a cemetery.
And it fell short.
At a parking lot.
And they said that they could tell because the crater of the missile would have been much larger if it came from an Israeli missile.
Well, they also have Al Jazeera shows a video.
Yes, I saw that, where they have the two little arrows where it goes up and it comes right back down.
They're power pigs?
Hello, I'm Vernon. Yeah.
And then you get all the representatives from the U.S. that are from Palestine, or from Palestine. One of them.
It's just really interesting because when they were talking about the 40 decapitated babies and stuff, everyone was like, I need proof, where are your sources, da-da-da. And then when this happens, and we have sources, they go, they're liars, where are your sources, everyone's lying. It's like...
You mean the CNN and MSNBC that refuses to show, was it CNN? Or MSNBC that refuses to show anything that Trump debate or Trump speech, because they said we don't want to show misinformation.
It's really fucking hard to understand.
They run with this the minute it happens.
And it's so interesting because whenever I look at pro-Palestinian stuff, they're always like, the media has the side of fucking Israel, no one cares about us, and then the opposite. You hear Israelis, everyone is just supporting Palestinians, nobody cares about us. It's like, what? What's going on? And you can post whatever you want from either side, you're not changing any minds and hearts. Everyone has already decided where they fall in this conflict. No one is changing their mind. The only people that are up for grabs are the people that don't know what's going on and they can be persuaded. But everybody who has a side. Oh no. Oh no, they got a U.S. journalist over there in Russia. Way to go. Hearing, baby.
Maybe Ben Shapiro, they're like, oh yeah, the media just trait. They came up with a nice even number. 500 people dead, and the missile hit like 25, 30 minutes, and he said they ran with 500 dead. That was the first article. So like the New York Times.
Yeah, 500 plus.
Yeah, and it's like, how do they know in 20 minutes?
But the images from that are really fucking sad. I don't know if it's... Is Dan coming in tomorrow too?
Yeah.
With Kevin?
Yeah.
Who?
Is Dan and Jay coming in and Kevin?
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
Oh my god, I wasn't going to think about that.
You got an extra seat.
For you. How did,
I'll just cancel Jay.
You should probably tell him. Jay, you canceled.
Say it.
Jay, you canceled.
I don't even believe half the pictures that they show.
You can't believe anything anymore. Everything, and then if you show them, like, they're like, what are your sources? And you show them, they go, oh, that's AI. That's fake. You're like, okay, well, I don't know. How do you know what you believe? It's AI. It's fake. It's fabricated. You're just like, all right, well, why are we even having an argument if anything I present to you is fake? And everything you present is fact. That's interesting.
There's nothing sexy or glamorous about this broadcast. Just press play.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, I'm at the, if you go to YouTube, type in The Skinny with Rico and Ken, and we've got an additional 100 viewers since this morning. The Skinny episode 233, I think, is what it says. Bubba the Love Sponge Part 1 on MAV TV. Go watch that. I think you'll like it. And if Tony Stewart could get 18,000 in 10 months, I should be able to get 18,000 in 10 months and be the most popular person ever on here.
Oh, of course.
It's an ego thing. Help me, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, it'll make me feel better about myself. Would it not?
Oh, of course it would.
Absolutely.
Kevin Hazlett in tomorrow at 8:30. I'm gonna have to get a hold of Jay and tell him X-nay on the J spray.
Jay canceled.
Jay canceled.
I invited Kevin to do my after show, so hopefully he can do that too.
You didn't even ask.
Ask you?
Yeah, you didn't even ask me. Hey, can I have Kevin sit in on the show?
Can I have Kevin sit on my show?
Sure, no problem.
Thank you so much.
I wouldn't care either
I didn't
way.
think you would. That's why I didn't ask. I'm sorry.
So let me, this hospital, this Gaza hospital gets blasted. I think there's video of it.
It's
and
there's another video that I sent that will show you the.
I think this is it right here. I think
yeah, that's the audio of Hamas talking. Again, if you believe it's even real. But.
Right. Well, so now with this thing that's happening in Hamas, I'm sorry, that's happening in the Gaza Strip.
Yep.
And within the Israelis and the Palestinians.
There you go.
With a Hamas kicker, the Palestinians, yes, there are some just plain old Palestinians that want to be Palestinians. And then a lot of those Palestinians are part of Hamas. That's kind of how you break it down, ain't it, Anna? I mean, right? You don't see, very few Israeli people are Hamas.
I would say, yeah, probably very few Israelis are Hamas.
Right. And people that live in Palestine.
Yep.
That's where Hamas is based out of.
Gaza Strip is where there's most,
I was
where
gonna say,
Hamas headquarters are.
In particular, mostly the Gaza Strip.
Yeah, maybe a few bad agents in the West Bank, but mostly in Gaza.
Yeah, probably like an 80-20 split Gaza.
Probably more like 95-5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody, the big whodunit is we have to eradicate Hamas within the Strip, which means that there could be innocent Palestinians that are not Hamas that get killed.
It's almost 100% certainty that will happen.
That's like
it's a guarantee.
It doesn't matter who the hell you are, what a political affiliation. Like if you're just a person that knows about what's going on in our country, that's what's going on. I mean, I'm sorry.
Not in the world.
In the world, that's what's going on.
Yes.
Is that Hamas is this sleeper cell of terrorism, much like ISIS, that just absolutely are barbaric savages.
Yes.
And they every few 10, 12 years, they got a dust up that happens.
It's more like 2 to 3 years. There's a dust up, usually in the form of rockets.
Right.
Sending rockets over the border.
But never to the level that they did 2 weeks ago.
No.
Where they came in on electric, like electric hand glider, things.
Basically fans.
Yeah. And invaded a music festival and shot and killed a whole bunch of people there. They've launched rockets into residential communities. They've taken grandma.
Broken through the border and taken people off the streets, went into homes, murdered grandmothers, put that information on Facebook for their family to see.
Facebook.
Burn people alive.
So here you do
decapitated people.
Like I follow my mom, so I get an update when she posts something, right?
Yeah.
I do. Like, hey,
yeah. What does Janie Cakes have to say about the matter?
Like usually it'll be like her, doing something at the house or something.
Yeah.
And I always make sure I open it up. Can you imagine if you opened up your mom's Facebook?
Or you just go on Facebook and it's been updated.
Because you got yeah. Oh, mom's updated something. Maybe she got whatever, new dress, new whatever. And it's a video of these barbarians, these Hamas butchering and killing your mother. And they post it on your mother's website or your mother's Facebook. I don't know that I couldn't restrain myself and go get the guns that I have and go kill whoever did.
Well, you wouldn't be able to find them because they're cowards and they went back to the Gaza Strip. So
at that point, we got to bomb them. So, but now they're launching, the way that I understand it, there was this hospital that was hit, but they didn't quite hit the hospital. They hit like the parking lot behind it.
Right.
It wasn't a direct hit. I'm trying to find that footage that was part of that. And they're now saying that now these stinky Hamas, they aren't even trying to fight the Israelis. They're trying to do like double jeopardy, kill our own.
No, I think it was an accident.
And blame. Oh, I thought they were trying to kill their own and then blame it on Israel.
That's beneficial to them because then it makes Israel look bad because people just initially assumed that it was an Israeli missile that hit the hospital.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
but
apparently
it
false
fell
flag.
short. It was a rocket that fell short. And it hit the hospital. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. This is... You're just sitting there, hanging out in the deck.
That's not the video. We'll find it.
There's actually one where Chosen makes like a U-turn.
There's
Macho said.
Here, I'll find it for you, Booby.
No, here. I got it right here.
No, that's not it either. Oh, there it is, yeah.
So, Lummy, is it like Hamas launched it to go into Israel and it came back and boomerang on them?
Yeah.
That's on you, dumbasses.
I think they said it's like 38% of the rockets that they fire don't actually make it.
Yeah, they have real crappy ass, like 1972 Ford Maverick like stuff.
Apparently the group is called Islamic Jihad, but essentially it's Hamas. But isn't that wild?
No, thank you.
No.
So now, Anna, if you're Hamas, and indeed there's a couple different things that may have happened here, but indeed we do know, the one thing that we do know is it looked like they tried to blow something off. It kind of did a U-turn, Willie, and came back on them.
Correct.
So now you spin it if you're Hamas. That wasn't our miss. That was from Israel.
Well, that was initially what immediately came out, that a hospital had been bombed by Israel. That's what it said.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm looking at this footage like this is getting so bad. 2 hours later, another report comes out. Oh, actually, it was Islamic Jihad, which is essentially Hamas's cousin organization, and it was a misfire, or it was a rocket that fell short. And so, but then everybody that posted about Israel bombing this hospital didn't amend anything that they said. Now, again, they'll just say, "Oh, that's just a lie." You know, of course, when it's what you think, all of the sources that support what you don't think, it's just lie, it's fake news, it's AI.
Isn't it amazing how now that is now an option with everything, with
Yes.
literally everything.
Yes,
literally.
They ask you what your sources are. You tell them BBC and American Intel. Oh, they're liars. They're Israel sympathizers.
I mean,
okay, so then why are we even having a conversation?
Right.
If every source I bring to the table is fake, AI, or a lie.
If nothing's real, and you can combat any type of real footage or any type of validated footage, whatever, well, just foot it. If you can turn that around on me, and a certain portion of people will now believe that it's either AI or fake news, then what are we doing
Then
here?
why are you asking me for my sources if when I give them to you, you just tell me that they're fake or it's just a lie?
If I was Israel, I'd come out and say, you know what? We did not launch that, but we're going to launch one that's going to make that one look like a stupid like a candle.
And honestly, Bubba, like if someone were to ask me, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is fake. Maybe it's not. But you have to at least be intellectually honest and go, I don't know. There's a lot of reports coming out saying that it was really, a Hamas Jihad brother organization that blew it off. But I don't know for sure because maybe it is fake. I don't know.
But here's the deal.
There's multiple videos.
But here's the deal,
not just
Anna.
one.
Let's say, let's look at both sides of the fence.
Sure.
One, let's say that indeed Israel blew it off, and the Hamas is spinning it as Israel blew it off, and they're the bad guys. Yippee-yo.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares? Israel needs to blow stuff like that off.
It matters who blew this hospital up. In the eyes of the world and popular support for whatever efforts, it certainly matters. But again, it's like people have already decided what they believe. So if you tell them, hey, it was actually Hamas, they go, oh, no, that's a lie.
You're
it
right.
was the Israelis.
Everybody is already drawn a line in the sand as to where they are on this.
Yes.
See, I probably have I've drawn a very hard line in the sand, and I am with Israel, full nuts. Let's go and blow some crap up. Let's go. Now, that's probably not the same opinion as a lot of people. It's probably a little bit more of a barbaric opinion. But if I'm Israel, I'm over this bullshit. I'm over it. I'm over fighting this battle. You guys, Hamas, you finally done pissed me off and gave me, if I'm Bibi Yatu, if I'm that guy, Anna, I'm like, you finally gave me a reason to use the necessary force I have the ability to use to make you a parking lot. Before this, you've really not given me that card. I can't play that card.
Yeah.
Now I can. You have given me the window to play that card, and I'm going to play it.
And then, of course, as soon as Israel starts to retaliate, everybody wants a ceasefire. And listen, I'm Israeli, technically. I was born in Israel. I was raised Jewish. When I saw the images coming out of that hospital, devastating. Everyone should be devastated by any sort of non-combatant civilian that is hurt on either side. It's disgusting. But also, we have to be intellectually honest and say, like, what is Israel supposed to do? And most people, when you ask them that, they say, well, Israel shouldn't even exist. It's not their land.
That is ridiculous. We're fighting that one. We're back in that. Now we're in the 40s.
A lot of people I've had.
Now we're in the 40s.
No. Well, and I actually had someone say this to me when I was visiting my friend in Brooklyn. He was this Palestinian guy, and he was a friend of my friend that we were staying with. And we were at a club, and we started talking about it, and he said he was Palestinian. I'm like, oh, my neighbor. Like, I made a joke about it. I'm like, oh, my neighbor. I was like, I was born in Israel. He's like, oh, that's cool. And he said something to me about, he's like, listen, I'm not anti-Semitic. He goes, I'm anti-Zionist. And I just looked at him, and I stared, and I'm like, let's get a drink. Let's just not.
Can you?
Let's not have this conversation now.
Can you walk me and lummy through what that means? Because right?
I don't think he's not saying that
you know what that means.
Zionist?
Yeah,
You're smarter than me.
It's essentially just like the movement that Israel and the belief that Jewish people should have a homeland in Israel.
What's wrong with that?
Right.
Yeah, they don't like that.
No, hold on. What's the big deal about that? that Israel should have a
because
homeland
according
in
to
Israel.
other people, it's not their land.
Whose is it?
The Palestinians.
Yeah, that's what they claim.
Jesus.
But there's been Arabs and there's been Jews there for thousands of years. You know, there were probably more Arabs there for a while, and then after the Holocaust, there was, and during World War II, and maybe a little bit before that, there were a lot of Jews leaving Europe, going to that area because they were trying to escape persecution. And in 1948, they were granted statehood.
All right, well,
and
great.
the day after, they were attacked by 5 neighboring Arab nations. So they've been on the defensive since their inception.
I said to you because when Biden was over there and with his $100 million that he's going to give Hamas, Jesse Waters did a pretty good job yesterday breaking it down.
I like when Jesse breaks it down.
Well, it's 125 unless you want. It's at 125, so it's.
Oh, Christ!
Remarks about what it means to lose a loved one. He said he stands with Israel now and forever. But then he handed the Palestinians a check for $100 million.
Today, I'm also announcing $100 million in new U.S. funding for humanitarian assistance in both Gaza and the West Bank.
Well,
it's so great.
Isn't that going to make them just buy more $100 million worth of stuff? Aren't the Hamas? Thank you. We were a little bit low on our buying our new missile funds. Thank you. Hello, Afghanistan. Hello, this is Hamas.
Who's managing that aid?
Can we buy $100 million worth of rocket launchers? Yep, we got them laying over here because the Americans left them about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're slinging these missile rocket launchers 2-for-1s right now. You want a Black Hawk helicopter? We got a few of those. We got some guns. We got some bullets. We got some great rocket launchers. We got some grenades. We got some of these badass guns. What do you want, buddy? It's open season over here.
I got a credit card.
I mean,
this money will support more than 1 million displaced and conflict-affected Palestinians, including emergency needs in Gaza. If Hamas diverts or steals the assistance, they will have demonstrated once again that they have no concern for the welfare of the Palestinian people.
Hold on.
Why don't you just give the money to like Aquafina and do some, giving them some water? Yeah.
He's saying,
or Dasani. Nobody likes Dasani.
He's saying, listen, Hamas, we know you're a bunch of dirty mother effers, and if you steal the money this time like you do every other time, we're going to be real mad.
Why don't you just take that $100 million, buy the supplies here, and then ship it over there?
Biden's got a never-ending checkbook.
Why don't you not even give him $100 million?
Not that I want to feed Hamas, but
why don't you just tell hey, BB, figure it out. I got your back. If anybody starts, Jordan and Iran and all these people start sniffing around thinking that you're weak while you're fighting this deal, I got you. I got 2 big aircraft carriers over there right now ready to lay some cover down for you. I got you. I'm not going to get involved as heavily as I need to because I think you got it. But if people start getting squirrely around you, I'm there for stability in the region.
People are upset about this too,
right?
Because he's given $100 million for to Gaza and Palestinian humanitarian, and they're like, well, why didn't he give anything like that to Hawaii or anything like here in the country?
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine what $100 million would do in Hawaii?
Yeah.
And aren't you just exacerbating the conflict if you're giving money to both sides?
He might have a cough
but
or a sneeze.
What this really is a dog whistle to the rest of the Islamic world saying, hey, we're not the bad guys. Yep. We're giving some money to you guys too. So lay off.
What a bad look. What a bad look.
Is he sneezing?
If Hamas steals the money, come on.
Hold on. Exactly. If Hamas steals the money. If.
And Biden just bought terrorists a fresh arsenal. We're a bunch of suckers.
We are.
That is outrageous.
We are. I'm not giving $100 million to Hamas. I'm not giving $100 million to displaced Palestinians. I'm not doing nothing other than this. Hey, BB, got your back.
Yep.
I got 2 big-ass aircraft carriers out here flanked off the Gaza Strip. If anybody, Jordan or Iran or anybody starts getting a little squirrely, buddy, we'll flex our muscles and they'll quickly back down.
But you know what this also does? Not only does this give a signal to the Islamic world that we're not the bad guy, it's also securing votes for him because a lot of lefties are pro-Palestine.
For the Arabs giving them nothing. The most any Arab nation is giving the Palestinians, $4 million. We give them $100 million. We're funding both sides of the war. We give Israel money. We give Iran money. We give the Palestinians money.
And now, mind you,
it's insane.
Let's not forget, times aren't necessarily really good here right now.
No.
Gas is nearly $5 a gallon. Inflation. Go to the grocery store and try to buy a week's worth of meals for less than $250.
Good luck.
Not gonna. And especially if you got a kid who's eating out of house and home and needs the milk and needs everything he needs.
Yeah.
Or a 6'5" boyfriend, Anna. I'm just saying those people consume a lot of food.
Sure do.
It's telling you, man.
Milk's expensive. Everything's expensive.
Go ahead and get back to me on your power bill.
Yeah.
On what your power bill has gone. I have seen the power bill of this facility. Even though it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 kilowatts or however they measure it, it's less than it was last year. My power bill is $250 more for less power here at the building. And it's just like, okay, and we're writing checks for $100 million. We don't have $100 million. We don't have it. We're just a bunch of white trash extending that credit card.
That's right.
Hunter's got to be getting a cut. So Biden hugs Bibi, falls asleep, writes a check to Hamas, and then tells Israel, don't turn Gaza into a quagmire like Bush did in Iraq.
After 9/11, we were enraged in the United States. While we sought justice and got justice, we also made mistakes. I know the choices are never clear or easy for the leadership. There's always cost, but it requires being deliberate and an honest assessment about whether the path you're on will achieve those objectives. The vast majority of Palestinians are not Hamas. Hamas does not represent the Palestinian people.
Biden voted for the Iraq war. And now he's telling Israel, don't be stupid like I was. And do your best to kill terrorists, not civilians. Thank you, Joe. Great advice. He should have told them, don't leave the weapons behind so terrorists can't have them like I did in Afghanistan.
Hey.
The president then said our Defense Department confirmed that Hamas's rocket hit the hospital, not Israel's. Yet the president never mentioned radical Islam. He never uttered a single word about fanatical Muslims hell-bent on ethnic cleansing. Never touched it. Skipped right over the root causes. Also, never mentioned Iran. Biden's trying to soft-pedal Iranian involvement because his administration has been letting Iran get away with murder for years. To his credit, President Trump had demolished ISIS, assassinated Soleimani, and pulled out of the nuke deal and slapped crippling sanctions on that country's energy sector.
Jeez.
He had great relationships with the leaders of Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, and Turkey, all the major Arab players. And Israel was cutting deals with these Arabs. And now the deals are on hold because of Iranian mischief. And Biden isn't going to be able to put this back together. He's just not. Biden.
I got to tell you, man, I miss Tucker, but Jesse is nailing it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's doing well. I like his delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, not nearly.
They all have the same look.
Not nearly as
Tucker,
Tucker
Alex Stein, this guy.
Tucker had a little bit more
Steven Crowder.
of a cynical approach.
No, I know, but I mean, just like the look.
Right.
Was so angry after getting snubbed by the Arabs and being greeted with rockets and riots and hospital hoaxes that he snapped at Binder on the plane ride home. Watch.
You said you were very blunt with the Israelis on the need to get humanitarian aid to Gaza, or what exactly?
On everything. I was very blunt about the need to support getting humanitarian aid to Gaza. Get it to Gaza and do it quickly.
All right.
Any more to the hospital, sir?
May I?
Well, don't.
Oh, yeah, they don't want him to talk anymore.
She's telling
he just
him.
told her, though.
Yeah, hold on. He's telling
What
her,
did he say?
listen, Mr. President, let's just take you over here and put you in your cryo chamber. And I think he tells her, I don't know, here we go.
I was very blunt about the need.
She knows she's in trouble now. See, somebody's giving her the Iggy over here. Somebody back over here is giving her the Iggy. Look, watch.
To support.
See? She went, no.
Getting humanitarian aid.
Because he's off the script.
To Gaza. Get it to Gaza and do it quickly.
All right.
Any more to the hospital, sir?
May I?
Well, don't.
Ooh. So Primetime isn't really sure what the trip accomplished. Symbolically, it was a victory for Israel. Financially, it was a victory for Hamas. And this obviously delayed Israel's ground campaign into Gaza. The Mideast looks even more chaotic than it did before Biden arrived, which is quite the accomplishment.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
What
Hey,
a
Sean.
dumb mother.
Hey, Sean.
You know,
I mean, it's just.
Listen, so, like, who would advise that? Like,
it's because he's trying to secure votes.
Yeah, I think Donald's right on
Like,
this one. All the
lefties are all pro-Palestine, so he doesn't want to piss them off because he wants their votes because he's trying to stay alive and win again.
I mean, I believe he is talking about bringing some of the refugees to
Shut
the
the
US.
hell up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 'Cause
You know what? F it. Bring him in.
there's
Let's
some
see
more
how
votes.
bad this can get.
There's some more votes.
He's been arrested, sued, fined, and fired. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So what does that make him? Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba says it right. We're so fucked.
That was unbelievable. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they're tougher. DeSantis already said that he won't allow any of the planes to land in Florida. Morning, Michael Ramos. Let's see which progressives. Progressives call for U.S. taking some of the expected 1 million Gaza refugees. Hey, but this is what some of the senators said. If we bring them in, we need to be careful to vet and not allow Hamas in. That's what they're gonna do.
That is absolutely wild. Why can't you just send supplies? Like, why do you have to just give them the money?
We're gonna send them to Michigan.
Like, if you want to send aid, like medical aid, fine, but you're gonna just send money? Because what have they done in that region in the last, 17 years every time they're given any kind of aid? You think they build nice resorts and everyone has a job? No, they fucking build pipe bombs and rockets.
They got a shit ton of new rockets.
Unbelievable. That is a dumb motherfucker.
Here you go, Macho. I saw her yesterday. Joe. I didn't say that, Terry. The big, I don't know, which one was it? When was it? When did you put that? When did you put? What was it? Look for it, I don't see it. Terry. C69. What's up, saying redneck?
you?
Interesting. What's up, Goober Lips? How about you doing okay? Yeah. John McGrew, $20 on the Venmo. Kindergartner.
Oh, but do you want the rest of my donut?
No.
Yes. I have so much energy. I'm not used to having sugar in the morning.
Macho's out there running laps.
Do you have a donut?
He said he took one bite. Had so much sugar.
If only it was filled with protein custard. That Oreo one was so.
You should call Krispy Kreme and ask them what their protein was in it. See if they give you the same answer as Dr. Dan's shake.
Protein,
Does it have 42 grams of protein in it? Yeah.
What do you think? It was literally, what do you think? Like 400? I'm like, that shit ain't 400. That shit like 650. The fuck out of here.
Revolution. Oh, your ears are in for some severe blunt force trauma. Bubba the Love Sponge. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Today's after show will be hosted by Anna Hummel with Lummy and Red and Macho Man. Yeah. I'm going to the doctors. Sorry. I'm getting old and I'm falling apart.
Oh, no.
For as crappily as I felt today, I think I did pretty good. I think I had a pretty good show today.
Amazing.
I think we had a pretty good show today. How do you feel about it?
I feel great about
Me
it.
too. Thanks. This is that hot chick that was at the music festival when the hand gliders or the
paragliders,
the flying fans of
with guns
of Hamas. Can you imagine? Like you're up there and like, arguably, if you're at a music festival at 6 or 7 in the morning, you've been on an all-night.
You're on acid.
You're on an all-night absolute Macho Man type bender, and you're like looking up and you're saying, "Oh, dude, there's some like hang gliders coming in, man."
And whatever that guy was on.
Cool, dude.
I know. I'm
if they're
hallucinating.
I wonder if they're like gonna bring out like glow sticks and stuff.
They're gonna start dropping some.
They got some free stuff.
Yeah,
dropping some free, pamphlets for a grilled cheese Willie. Then they shoot you and kill you, kidnap you. This is the girl, and she is hot as hell. Now is she still alive? And
as far as they know, yeah.
And they're used like because she's kind of like the hottest. Are they using her as kind of hostage number one?
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe that's why people are interested in it.
Yeah, because like if it was a bigger girl who was a slob, we wouldn't really. I mean, let's just be honest. If we're going to be honest.
No, you're right.
If it was a big girl. I mean, Natalie Holloway was in the news today, and the guy he admitted to
killing her with a cinder block,
bludgeoning her to death for not having sex. Well, if Natalie Holloway, which was one of those like 15 or 16 years ago, really high profile missing.
2005, I think.
Yeah, missing in like Aruba or something like that. And she was just down with some spring break chicks. But if Natalie, whatever her name was, Holloway. Was 350, butter toothed, zits on her face.
Yeah, that's in and out of the news in 5 seconds.
this is the girl that they've taken hostage, and I think broke her arm and stuff. And I think
she had surgery on her.
I think that they are using her as hostage one because she is so pretty. A little heavy on the lip inject.
Yeah. Gorgeous girl.
I mean, yeah, but she's just getting her music. I mean, she's just getting her Anna Hummel on.
Yep.
And so,
did you see the video of her as a hostage? Did we play that?
This one right.
I don't know.
Right here. I think
yeah,
this one here.
Surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
TMZ app, your source for the biggest celebrity and entertainment news.
They need a new voice guy.
Get 24/7 access to the exclusive
actually
news.
that's one of
annoying.
their. It's by design.
Yes, you like pay attention to it.
No, because it makes it more wacky and less. It gives them a little more credibility on embellishing things when they whack it out.
Huh?
For real.
Gives them more
like it's
room
to be wacky,
to be salacious.
Yes.
Interesting.
I heard that from somebody that worked there. That and I'm like, man, why don't they get rid of that voice guy? Like that's actually by design by Harvey to give it more of a carnival feel, so that we have a little bit more legal room to stand on. You know, when somebody tries to sue us for being wacky. Here it is. Hold on.
Pics and video only TMZ can provide. Download the TMZ app today.
Ugh.
I want to smash a guy in the face.
So annoying.
Okay. There you go. Now, is this Hamas?
I don't know if that's Hamas. It's just a medic. Looks like she has a serious arm injury.
Looks like they probably maybe tried to snap her arm in half, and then she's got bars in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Just a splint to hold it in place. She had a 3-hour surgery on it.
What? Who?
Oh. Do the closed caption. See if it does it in English. If you press little CC English. Yeah, there you go. See what happens.
Let's see what she says. Old girl says. Hi,
I wish I could translate. I should be able to speak Hebrew, but I can't.
I animation with this film about how to show.
All right.
Okay. No, I'm stupid and illiterate, but I think I read it the way it's supposed to be read. Did I not? I mess up words. But I read it verbatim. Animation with this film on how to show, such as U.S. America, Osama needs maps. Animation with this film about how to show. Okay. We got you, girl. I think you're still tripping on that Molly from the show. The other consulting, the men we broke.
All right.
Okay.
כרגע אני נמצאת בעזה, חזרתי ביום לפנות בוקר ביום
We all broke.
שבת לפנות בוקר מאזור סדרות, הייתי במשימה, נפצעתי קשה מאוד ביד, לקחו אותי לעזה, ניתחו אותי ביד.
Closed caption just gave up.
Yeah, closed caption gave up, so we're talking to an R.
דואגים לי, מטפלים בי, נותנים לי תרופות, הכל בסדר, אני רק מבקשת
I'm hot, and the Hamas people told me that I'm going to be the voice of all, I'm the face of all hostages.
She said I'm okay. I did recognize a word or two in there.
Yeah, she said, I guess, she was at the hospital for 3 hours, underwent surgery.
Something in mind.
I went a little heavy on the lip injections before the show.
I only asked that they bring me home.
And okay. And okay.
Please and thank you.
Get me out of here as soon as possible, please.
Bavakasha Todami, please and thank you. I know that.
Or Makasha Namaka.
Bavakasha is please and
We are
Todas.
following breaking news. Capitol police officers say roughly 300 people have just been arrested during these demonstrations at the U.S. Capitol. This footage coming into CBS News moments ago. Our CBS News congressional correspondent.
Isn't it sad that, as you say, Joe Biden potentially would be given $100 million to the Palestinians for humanitarian relief, and then he says, "Please, Hamas, don't you think about taking it?" Which they're going to take it.
Yeah,
but
please don't.
So within his party, he has a divided front with regards to a portion of his party wants you to get involved and do the right thing, which is to have Israel's back and to let Israel get rid of Hamas the way they're going to do it, and for you to have the necessary military support to have Israel's back, so that Iran, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, everybody else over there doesn't get a little squirrely, thinking that you can get us when we're in here fighting our fight. That's what we need to do. I think that's kind of what we're doing. But then within your party, you got a certain amount of people that want you to not really get involved and to help the Palestinians. I don't get it.
I think the situation would be better off if America gave nothing and no support than if they gave support to both sides.
Probably.
I feel like just fanning the flames.
There and can help us.
What would Trump do?
He would give aid and support to Israel, and he wouldn't do anything with the Gazans.
He'd be having his big F-16s flying back and forth all day, just showing the rest of the world, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Understand, Nicole, what type of situation has been unfolding there?
But look, this is such a small percentage of anybody of any affiliation. This is so small.
Capital. And how do things?
We got 300 people in here that are mad about it. Get the hell out of here.
Well, I mean,
Those are people showing up.
That's just in the Capitol, though.
Arrest him, Gov. Curb him.
Seem now.
Yeah, well, just to be clear and to put the
curb.
I mean, if they're allowed to be there,
this is something that is occurring in the canon
Lummy, what did Capitol Clem say?
Curb.
building, which is a little bit away from where we are. We are still here in the Capitol, but the Cannon building is one of several House office buildings that members.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Bubba, it's South Tampa. Hey, have you rented a car yet? I know this is taking a complete different direction. Have you rented a car yet?
What, for Boulder?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. There's this thing. I don't work for them.
Turo.
I used it.
It's called
travel
Turo.
for work. No, Auto Slash. You put in all the discounts, all the credit cards, all the things that you own, like you're a Southwest mileage person. They go and search and they send you back the cheapest one. It's amazing. I've saved like thousands of dollars on rental cars.
Auto Slash, but is it reputable rental cars or is it Ace and Fox?
Yeah. I mean, it's Hertz, it's budget. It's not,
all right.
It's not,
as long as it's the big
car someone was killed in.
As long as it's one of the big ones that's at the airport, I'm all for it. But I'm never doing any more of this Ace or Fox rental car nonsense where you got to go to a different location and get on a different bus and just schlep your. Like, I looked at the merch crick and I said, man, we are just absolutely bottom of the barrel schleppers right now. We have a little bit more money that we don't have to be this frugal. Jesus. Sorry, but anyway,
my buddy does that.
Auto Slash.
Yeah, it's amazing. I fly about 160 flights a year for work, and use them when work's not paying for it, and it stays. It's the big guys: Hertz, Enterprise, Dollar, Budget, all those guys. It's awesome. You put in what size you want, they send it to you. You just go and book it. And the other thing I will say is, just book the darn thing because you can cancel it. You're going to pay when you do it. So if you find one that's cheap, book it, and then you can just cancel it because they don't charge you if you don't pick the car up.
All right, my man. I appreciate the heads up on the car rental gimmick. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you, buddy. I mean, I go into words, so we're really super on time, and you guys can start your show without me. You ready? Okay. Plus, I got to poop.
Okay.
But I'm not going to poop now. I'm going to poop after the show.
Great.
And then go to the doctor.
Thank you.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Unscripted and unregulated.
Sort of like the same sensation you get after sex.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show returns after these words.
you. I mean, I hope you. All right, hold on. Las Vegas Mario on line 1. Caviar tacos.
Sure does, Glenn Necker. I should, TMS. But I won't. Oh, thank you, Joe. How are you going blind too? My hair looks like absolute fucking shit. Thank you. And I watched it last night, but didn't really do what I wanted to do. So
Oh, nice.
it's just kind of crazy. Dude, that donut was next.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I got a feeling that
tonight's gonna be a good night.
screen above you
Yes.
has been on that same picture for the entire show.
I think so too.
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
The Orange is not moving, and Macho's not reset.
Ding dong. Look at them jugs. Little shorty. Oh, you missed it. You missed them jugs. Way to go.
Chris Rock and Kevin Hart.
You should do Chris Rock and Will Smith. Team up.
I think they say Will Smith makes an appearance in this. Headliners only.
Jada's out of her fucking mind, man. She is not well. That's what happens when you become a celebrity for too long. You lose touch with reality.
Seems like a really nice guy. Not controlling at all.
Just seems a little bit insane.
We got a lot to do. Let's go.
To all the FTEs out there, he salutes you. He salutes you.
Loving it.
And hopes you don't get herpes from a lot lizard.
Something's wrong with me.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
I'm blasted out of here. Headed to the doctor for a couple different things. And Anna and Lummy and Rat and Macho Man, who's getting ready for a music festival, will do the show without me, and it'll be good as hell. And they're going to raise lots of money. Lummy, have you noticed that October is disturbingly slow?
Yes.
Very. My God, what happened? It's okay. No big deal.
We'll get there in November.
It's going to be fine.
So Antonio Brown, who I think up until like maybe 2 or 3 months ago lived in Tampa. He lived kind of
in Miami or something.
Well, he lived when he played here.
Oh, that's right.
But then for a while thereafter, he lived kind of behind Tate's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, kind of behind Tate's. And one day I was over at Tate's, and Woody, the riverboat gambler, Lummy, the ex cornerback for the Pittsburgh Steelers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
I go, and he's a Pittsburgh Steeler, and of course Antonio Brown is probably most famous for what he accomplished as a Steeler. Would you not agree?
Yes,
probably.
100%.
So I'm like, and this was when like Channel 8 was live, and they had like a helicopter above, and reporting that he was in like remember he was holed up in the middle of his house somewhere, and the cops were going to try to get him for child support, and they couldn't break in because it wasn't a warrantable offense, and he wouldn't come out. And I'm like, Woody, let's go get in the cream machine. There's cop cars everywhere. I go, let's go get in the smart car, and you roll. I'll videotape it, and you can roll up and knock on his door as a former Steeler. Like, I mean, Woody would be like, hey, Antonio, I'm a Steeler from '86. Steeler to Steeler talk. I'm sure they got some kind of handshake or something, right?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
And we would anyway. Woody didn't want to do that, and so now Antonio Brown lives in Miami, and he owes $30,000 in child support. Here's his baby mama.
One of them.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Does he have just one?
I think he has.
So how much does he owe? Right now, as of today's date, he owes $30,940.41. Now he calls himself a rapper now. So he goes to different cities, make appearances and everything. Also down here in Miami, he make appearances to clubs and make money and everything. He just got him a vert. He basically just doing what he.
Well, man, what's a vert?
I don't. Could you play that again, Rhett? Maybe you could translate.
Just got him a vert.
Looks like he has 6 kids.
Hold on here.
Also down here in Miami, he make appearances to clubs and make money and everything. He just got him a vert. He basically just doing what he want to do with his money. At the end of the day, it is his money, but I mean, I still have your kid. So, I just don't get it. And she's not an in-house child that he sees every day or deal with. Tony goes months without dealing with my daughter. And that's when I have to get in and, force him to deal with her. Like, this is your only daughter. Like,
daughter.
I don't know. Because I was a daddy's girl. My relationship with my daddy was never like this. So I'm just, trying to be strong for my daughter. And it's like, I know.
Plus that $30,900 would be good as hell.
So
Lummy, you know how long we could live on 30? I mean, Lummy, please.
Please.
At least half. You and I could live half a year on that. Yeah. Almost the entire year. If we go to Aldi.
Bothering her.
Lummy, you and I go to Aldi, man. We're making $30,000 last all year, bitches.
Yeah, all year.
But, I have to be strong for my kid. my daughter, she's very quiet. She keeps a lot of stuff kept to herself, but I know when my daughter is being bothered and everything, and it's like it affected her a lot. And it's like my kid, we keep going to court every 6 months, and it's repeatedly, like for years. Like this not just happening this year. It's ongoing. It doesn't stop with Antonio. And she bring a lot to my attention, like even when he do stuff with his other kids and she's not involved. You know, it's bothering her. So she like, wow, when I'm over there, we don't do this stuff.
And she wants to be a student athlete, right? She wants to go to a university. How old is she? I'm sorry.
My daughter's 15, and as of right now, 89 colleges done reached out to my daughter.
Wow, that's impressive.
So it's like University of Miami, LSU, like Oregon. And it's like, by him having a daughter like an athlete like her, you would think he'll be in her corner to support her. He don't. I just try to get down to the root of it.
And he's got 6 kids, and only one of them. This is the 30,900 just on one of them.
Yeah.
Right? And he's got 6?
Like,
yes, he
are
does.
you jealous of her? Like, what's the problem? And she's your only daughter.
She's your only daughter.
Right.
And I don't know.
She's your only daughter.
It's just a lot dealing with him.
What is your message to Antonio Brown?
Hey.
I do want him arrested because I just feel like as of now, he's making a mockery out of the judge, like a mockery out of everything because he feels like he's untouchable.
Well, he does. I mean, he's made a mockery out of everything. Let's just be honest. Everything he does is a mockery, and usually not in a good way.
And it's like the stuff that he writes me and my daughter is completely like off of the line. He act like we strangers or something, and like my daughter is not his kid or something. Like he talked to us like we strangers on the street or something. So, and I currently at the moment how I'm feeling like I do want him arrested. Is that I don't think anything could change as of right now of how I'm feeling, because now it's like you're pushing it. Because for one, my daughter had a chance to go to one of the #1 track and field schools this year. And you blew that off, and you got my daughter in a public school as of now.
Oh,
and that's not
disgusting.
Cool.
That ain't cool, huh?
And
my kid needs to be private.
Past 7 years, my daughter been in nothing but private schooling. So this is her first year, in a public school.
Yeah, public school
Dealing
bad.
with riffraff.
Yeah,
nasty.
Ain't dealing with that riffraff from Pasco.
Is that because he hasn't been making the payments?
Correct.
Okay.
And when she got accepted, he didn't pay her tuition or nothing. Like it's like he's not doing for her.
He's not doing for her, Lummy. Here's what Antonio said when they arrested him. He got arrested. I think I have to watch the language on this here a little bit.
Let's see.
I don't want to tell my child that his mom's ain't shit.
Oh.
This shit ain't about me. She just a money hungry bitch. I've been here before. They locked me in the corner. What you do? I came out fighting. They locked me in the cell and I came out rioting. You hear me, Pete? Been that road.
Huh?
You hear him? Did you hear him?
What did he say?
I don't know. Let's listen one more time.
I don't want to tell my child that his mom's ain't shit. This shit ain't about me. She just a money hungry bitch. I've been here before. They locked me in the corner. What you do? Came out fighting.
Yeah, what did he say there?
They locked me in the cell and I came out rioting. You hear me, Pete? Been that road.
Yeah, what Antonio said. I'm out of here. Please go to our YouTube channel today at The Bubba Army. There's a bunch of great stuff coming out. The Brett Favre Past Packers podcast with Tony Mandrich, some Hogan stuff, some Kurt Angle stuff. Let's make sure we repost the skinny too if we could.
Of course.
Anna and everybody except me will be here for the after show.
Can we start at like 10:15?
You can do whatever you want.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lumix,
co-host Anna Hummel,
co-host Dr. Dan Diaco Esquire of Council, co-host J. Diaco Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council,
Brett, the Filthy Ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, transmission or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I repeat hello.